everybody thinks you have to play a bard to be smooching in D&D. They're like, no, everyone can smooch in D&D.
That's right.
And I was like, yeah.
Equal smooching.
Yeah, exactly. Let's have more smoochy fighters. Make
Smoochy
the barbarians kiss.
Yeah. I mean, come on, that spot where Enola, like, slid down that, like, packet, that was suave.
That was suave.
That was cool. He deserved some smooching.
Until he talked.
Yeah, I was going to say, he was doing
nothing.
really, really good until he opened his mouth.
Right, so who are you?
Okay, so before we start tonight,
We'll recap, maybe?
we're definitely going to do, before we recap even tonight,
Oh,
before we begin, I want to, we're going to do a retcon. It was late last night. We were getting towards the end of things. Last night?
The last night we played.
Which is just the only nights that matter.
Yeah. The other in-between days are just days I go to work, and that's who cares.
Yeah. So, when you guys were suddenly asking for stuff, I wasn't even expecting you to find Quellish yet.
We're that good.
You have a way of beelining towards the end of campaign story.
We almost skipped over him, though. We were like, it's just a room with stuff. This probably isn't that important.
For the record, we were trying to do everything else and then find him.
Yeah.
We were.
I could have changed things up, but I wanted to leave it to fate. And this is where fate brought you. But anyway, I was not prepared for. You guys were like, "What kind of stuff does he have?" And I'm like, and I look at the
He
book,
has things.
and it's like a folding boat, and I'm like, "That's stupid, isn't that stupid? What else do I do? I don't know." He's got a folding boat. He's like, "Look, there's a That's stupid." So he didn't do that. Instead, he has offered you a folding runner.
Oh. That would be useful.
Yes. Which should be at like an equal value to getting a folding boat or more, in real Dungeons and Dragons. Normal Dungeons and Dragons. So yeah.
Okay.
It is a folding runner.
Except this one works on land and air.
In space.
Yeah. You can totally drive this around like a car if you want.
Tell me it also has, like, fold-out wheels.
It does not.
Oh.
It does not have fold-out wheels. It is completely smooth across the bottom.
Oh.
Have you decided
So it's
what
like
it
a
looks
land
like?
speeder.
I have, but you'll have to open it up to find that out.
So we actually have this?
You
or-
do not. Quellish has it. There's some soul trading that's going to be going on.
But it is a thing that he offered us.
Yes.
So, I mean, just going to throw this out there. You should probably keep your soul in one piece.
What, to give him all of it?
No, I mean, like...
And that's how you multi-class into Warlock.
The gang goes Warlock.
That would be the worst possible multi-class for Zorlin. I would be the least effective Warlock ever. In fact, by the rules, I should not be allowed to multi-class into Warlock. My charisma is too low.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
they're a charisma caster, yeah. So Zorlin could theoretically sell his soul. It just wouldn't do him any good.
So you were saying?
No, I'm just basically saying maybe we probably should not do that. As cool as that piece of gear is.
Well, it's not just about the piece of gear, it's about the information
Yeah.
Quellish has.
Quellish is unwilling to give you. He needs stuff for his work, and not a lot of people drop by.
I wonder
Weird.
why.
Yeah.
So he's like,
Probably the first people he's seen in a couple
I have things
hundred
I
years.
need. You have the things you need.
I would not, and Nivik would not allow someone else to, not even like a bad guy. I just like, I can't give somebody else the soul to this guy. I'm strong in my faith, and there was that whole interchange where I prayed, and Denier was like, well,
Yeah, Denier kind of said you could go for it if you wanted to.
But
Think of the science, though.
The knowledge, though.
so
Gee, thanks, Denier.
I guess I'm okay with it, and there's a chance I can get my partial piece of my soul back too. So
He did say it was a possibility.
He kind of started off with, I guess.
maybe it'll grow back. I don't know.
Maybe I'll throw it back.
He didn't say it was impossible.
I can tell you that within the rules for Dungeons & Dragons, there's ways to make that happen.
What does it mean to lose part of one's soul, though?
I mean,
We'll have to find out.
mechanically, the death save thing.
Oh, yeah.
Roleplay wise, could be interesting.
All right, so let's recap then. Welcome back to Aetherflux. We'll do a
Ooh, yay! Wait, do it again and we'll all go yay! Really enthusiastic.
no, it's over.
Aw.
It's too late.
It's D&D.
In space! You can never stop us from doing that.
Nor would I. All right, so last time you ventured out more into the ooze-filled planet that you guys have come to in search of Quellish and potentially Zook. However, as you kind of like went around, actually you first went into a broken down coliseum using the apparatus of Quellish. You're going through the ooze, and you find a coliseum, and you touched the orb on the coliseum, and you ended up fighting shadow versions of yourself.
Which we solved with love.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And a nat 20 on a performance check.
That's true.
Why can't we just get along?
Why can't we be friends?
Yeah.
Why
I
can't
prefer
we
to think
be
of it
friends?
as tremendous God-given insight.
Yes.
Did you also was the fighting the Thorn Devil? Did you do that night?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you did that first, actually.
Yes, we did that first.
You went to a place that was
The little gargoyle stage.
hellish and full of fingernail sand.
Oh God, that's right.
Yeah, the
What
fingernail
a
fun
terrifying detail.
What? Yeah, like who makes dirt out of fingernails? Like what the hell?
The guys at Wizard of the Coast.
Yeah, but
So,
still.
and then you were like, hey, we need to really explore around these places, and went straight to where Quellish is located.
Purely by accident.
Into a
Don't forget the purely by
Purely by
accident part.
accident.
That
purely by accident.
I have
mean,
no way of knowing.
We picked a spot and said, he is likely here in the place with all the magic stuff. Let's go there last. And then, spot 3. Okay.
Yeah. Went inside, found this weird laboratory, lots of glass all around, piping fluids and with pumping hearts inside and all kinds of nonsense.
By nonsense, you mean a giant mind flayer.
There was a
regular.
Right.
regular
Well, yeah,
sized
yeah.
mind flare inside of a big
That's enough.
glass tube.
I was gonna say, if it
filled
was
with
a
fluid.
giant mind flayer, Zorlin probably would have ran away.
He was
Okay.
asleep.
Just saying, that would be scary.
Asleep.
Asleep.
Yeah, mind flayers are scary business in general. Like, you don't want to go poking them with a stick.
I mean, Zorlin.
general.
Unless you're driving
But-
it through them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no curiosity pokes. Go for the kill.
Then, you guys hid. Quellish came upstairs, started poking around in his instruments and talking to himself, and you slowly revealed yourselves. And yeah, it's been a weird little conversation. He needs part of a soul to continue his research. He has some sort of weird skull embedded in his console. He took a look at your spellstone, looked at the modified modrons that you have pictures of, and not only was like, oh, that's really bad, but he also recognized it as magical technology made by Zook. And that now
The
you guys
spellstone, not the
the spellstone.
yeah,
Not
not the
the
converted
Modron.
Modron.
That's right.
Yeah,
Sorry, just to keep
Nope.
the
Thank
recap
you.
accurate.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
That was
Like
confusing.
we knew that, but
So, I think that leads us to here. Am I missing any details that you guys can?
Nivek volunteered a piece of his soul.
Yes.
But he has to sing the song from The Little Mermaid first.
Wait. Do you know it? Now,
Unfortunate.
sing!
I guess you're not getting information on where the wizard tower is. That's too bad.
dang it.
Oh, I wanted to hear Nivek sing.
I mean,
I want him to sing.
There is totally a future here where you guys do not stop the invasion.
What?
Anything can happen in Dungeons and Dragons, and if you guys play the wrong cards,
Yeah, including catastrophic failure.
catastrophic failure is an option.
I mean, that's why we roll the dice.
That's
That is
right.
why we roll the dice.
Yes.
That's very true.
If there wasn't the potential for failure, there's no point in randomizing the result.
Yeah, that's why we put
You
our
could just
fictional lives
you could,
on the line.
you could just say,
The
yeah,
thrills.
that
For
happens,
the thrills.
or nah, that don't.
Yeah. So, you're here with Quillish. I have retconned. He did not offer you up a foldable boat. He offered you up a foldable runner, which is
Foldable
a
space boat.
little flying car with has warp capabilities. It's important to add.
Is
on.
that
But no
that's unusual for a runner, right?
no?
Or no?
Runners all have warp capabilities.
They just don't have bathrooms.
There are ether carriages,
Right.
You can't
which
stay
do
on
not.
long.
Unless you're a homeless person.
Right.
So a lot of the vehicles that are around, like at the city of Everlight, are either ether cycles or ether carriages, and those do not have warp capability.
Oh, I was thinking of ether carriages. Okay.
But runners, like the one you found Sildar in, that was a warp capable runner. Yeah, they look like 50s, 60s, 30s cars.
50s, 60s, 30s.
Does the bounty
yeah,
hunter-
those are all
40s. Yeah.
Did the bounty hunter have a runner too?
Yes, but he had a van. It was more like a
This was
cover.
more like
He
a
had an
camper
RV.
van. Yeah,
Yeah.
like an RV. Yeah.
Bounty hunters have themselves an RV.
Yeah, and so Quillish has offered you this. I'd be willing to part with this. And he's also still patting the skull and kind of ushering you over.
Whose skull is that anyway?
Oh, well, I don't actually know his name per se. Sometimes it's good to have very powerful objects to do magic. You might be. Don't freak out. It's a lich skull. Demi-lich. Demi-lich. He's very much contained.
I am sorry I cannot follow your advice. I am freaking out a bit.
That happens.
Can he hear us?
It's a good question.
Is the rest of him here, or is he just a skull?
In various places, but we like to keep it separated. The phylactery is still unfound, so...
We.
Well, me.
Concern.
So, I mean, you have this guy's head, but you don't know his name. At the very least, isn't that kind of rude?
An interesting thing to be worried about.
I mean, maybe it's just hiding it.
In general, liches are bad. Can we all agree on that? Can we all agree that would not be... that undead, long-living... I mean, most liches I've run into have been no good. This one, he's not a nice fellow.
Come to think of it,
So why?
there's a lich, there's vampires, there's a weird cult of the Medusa. What the heck was wrong with this planet before you got here?
A lot. It once was a very nice, wonderful place, but magical energies are very powerful here, so that is what draws all of these kinds of creatures. A shift in the flux of the ether.
While this is going on, Zorlin is only really half listening. He's trying to determine how easy it would be to break the glass tube that the mind flayer's inside.
Do a perception check.
Sure. 16.
Yeah. You think you could just crack this open with some of your weapons?
Okay.
You do know that it does look like he's really actually contained in there, really actually asleep, and that doing anything around this would probably change those circumstances.
Right. No, I don't do anything. I'm just kind of.
I just want you to be aware
Also,
of, like, he's not going to just slop out on the floor and...
Be dead.
Yeah,
Wake up.
Yeah.
Right.
They will become a problem.
also, Qualish did tell us that he has already siphoned all of that guy's soul. So
I don't care about his soul.
Yeah.
well, whatever he had helping him keep going, there's less of it.
But yeah, Zorlin's just kind of like judging the breakability of the glass. Are there like air tubes? He like wants to know if he can tie them off. Like he's just thinking about different things.
Yeah, you don't see
in his
anything
head.
that would allow you to, like, sneakily kill off this mind flare.
Okay.
You surround yourself with a lich, a mind flare. What else? Don't know. Yes, the lich is evil. I saw your line of reasoning. But I could put it back to you. Using an evil creature to do questionable things.
It's not questionable, it's research.
Yes, but it's one thing to stop evil, to destroy evil. But to enslave evil, enslavement is in and of itself evil.
To each their own.
Can I do an insight check on if he's totally crazy? Like insanity level?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Find the card. Ooh, 19.
Like on a
plus.
scale of 1 to completely banana pants.
Dirty 20. How bananas is he?
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being cuckoo in the coconut, and 1 being you guys perfectly rational. Except for Darwin, maybe. He's a little, especially right now.
Yeah. Colette nearby, like twitching like crazy.
6 I was gonna say, we're probably both experiencing our own little crises right now.
Yeah.
Zorlin's not at his most rational. He's attempting to rationally deal with it. Maybe I could just crawl into the thing and kill him.
I think you think he's been here too long, and that he has not interacted with many other people, and you'd put him at about 4 or 5.
Half batshit insane. He's 50% batshit insane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit less.
He's one of those little bananas.
4.5.
That you get at the store.
Occasionally talks to volleyballs, that sort of crazy.
Well done.
However,
Really, Fritz?
I will say that you don't think that
we put stuff on it. You got your own seed.
it has had all of that much effect on the research that he's doing.
Okay. What about his safety measures, etc.?
Well, everything. I mean, you can't tell how safe this is.
So, Quilish, can you explain the process of taking a piece of someone's soul to us a little better? What do you do? How does it happen?
I place my hand here,
Uh-huh.
and then you would come here, and I'd place my hand on your head,
Uh-huh.
and I would remove a small portion of your soul. Again, I've done this many times. It won't be that difficult.
What happened to the others that you did it to?
Well, Charlie there. He points at the mind flare. And myself. Some of the Kenku that were here before.
Willingly? Did they?
Where's a paladin sniff when you need it?
Yeah, right.
Picture he's chaotic neutral. He sounds very self-serving, just from an outside perspective.
You totally know that he's neutral.
Oh, he's neutral.
He's neutral. All the way down. He's pure wizard.
Pure wizard.
The universe is but a gray area.
Yes, in which he moves and does magic.
What purpose will my soul energy be used for?
Well, it's kind of like a power source. It's a connection to the very. Wait, what is it called? Hold on, my brain just turned off.
Fabric?
So there's the weave. Yeah, it's a connection to the weave.
But what is your current experiment that my energy would be going toward?
I explained it to you earlier.
As that was last week. I don't remember.
Yes. You do.
Time is funny
The
here.
Mac?
Fourth walls, who need them?
That he explained a bunch of stuff that was like way out of your league, and then you're like put it into kind of layman's terms, and he pulled up the mech. But like it was clear that like this was just a little side project, and that there was some sort of deeper understanding of the nature of reality that he was working on.
Sounds kind of cool, to be honest. Like all of that stuff.
I agree. Is it cool enough for part of my soul?
I honestly, meta-wise, don't think so.
Are you sure you're not okay with me just bringing some bad guys in here once in a while?
No, I'm not
I have
okay.
no problem with that.
I am not okay with that.
Perhaps I shouldn't have given you all a week to think about this. He doesn't say.
Yeah.
No, I said last week that I was going to do it, so I'm going to stick with that decision.
Come here.
I do.
All right. Down a little further. I'm very short.
I'm very sure.
Yeah, then he puts one hand on the skull, and he comes over and he puts one hand on your head, and he's like gripping it as much as he can. He's a little hand, big head, you know. He's
Ricky is watching.
and
Intently.
there are various like glowing sigils that start to appear in the air and float around the both of you in kind of like in little patterns. The skull, the eyes light up inside of it. All the little etchings that are all over it just start glowing. And you can feel something you've never felt before is that something's missing. You couldn't. It's kind of you couldn't know it until it disappeared. That you could, because you can't really feel that you have a soul per se. But there's this tiny fraction that's removed, and you guys see a pulse go down one of his arms, over into the other side, and emit into the skull, and stuff across the panel and out throughout the room starts lighting up and glowing and moving with renewed energy.
Ooh.
And he removes his hand from your head.
How do you feel?
Something is missing.
Yes, that was the plan.
It's something I never considered that I had before.
It's a very strange sensation. But I guarantee you'll be able to live a productive, normal life. I do.
And it may be reversible?
Probably, yes. Most things are.
I would like to reverse it at some point once we've...
Yes, I highly recommend talking to the wizards at the tower, of which I have definitely given you my word that you will have the coordinates to. And he hands you the package. He pulls it off the table and hands you the portable runner. And he goes over to some books and scraps and starts sketching on a map for you guys.
Okay.
And he's just sketching for a little bit, writing some things down, putting little markers so that you can tell where in space this particular area is. And he holds it out in front of you guys.
Take it.
Oh, Ricky's taking it? Okay.
I mean,
That makes sense. You're
Yeah,
Twilight.
Yeah. What you see
Start looking it
is
over.
that out on the very edge of Alliance space, like center straight away from Galactic Core, not too close to the orcs, not too close to Limbo. There is, and very far away from most of the like worlds that you know of, is this little point labeled Wizard Tower. You have to understand, I haven't been there myself. I only know this through the invitation. But if you want to see the circle, this is where they should be.
happened a long time ago. A lot of time has passed. I don't know how much time passes inside of this bauble comparatively.
Less for them than me.
But how else can we find them if they no longer are in this tower? If this is old information, is there any other?
I suggest searching the tower then.
Very helpful, thank you. There's no way I would have thought of that.
I'm sorry.
He never really told us how many times he did the soul thing from himself, right?
No, he didn't. He just said he'd done it.
Could I try and do an insight and make an educated guess on how many times he may have done it?
I don't think you're going to get specific information from there, but yeah, you could try.
Why just ask him?
I don't think he'd tell me. Do you think he would?
He seems forthcoming about everything so far, even if he's a little crazy.
Yes, forthcoming if crazy and creepy.
He was willing to say that, oh yeah, this is the head of a lich.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, you could just try asking him.
Do both. Ask him and then do the inside check while he's talking to you.
That's a good point. See if he's telling the truth or not. Hey, Qualish. How many times did you do that soul fractioning from yourself?
Yes, there's only so much that you can do before, you're not you anymore. Only so many times before it starts to eat away at you a little bit.
And how many times does that?
Yes, I seem to have lost count.
You strike me as an individual who count quite high. Do you still have your soul at all?
Oh yes, I assume so.
His soul's like a Jenga tower.
I guesstimate 5, so I went 4.5 myself.
What?
I guesstimate 5, so I went 4.5 on myself. 0.5's gotta be enough, right?
Oh my gosh.
You are planning to deal with these corrupted Modrons, I'm assuming.
At some point, yes.
Well, in addition, at no charge, I would suggest that you head to a particular bauble of mine.
And he goes and he pulls out a little. Actually, no, he just does an illusion of the.
He illusion maps?
Yeah, like does an illusion of the a top-down view of the city.
Is it more intact than it currently is?
No, exactly the way it currently is.
Oh, how does he know? This is unchanged for thousands.
I think it was probably kind of wrecked before he went inside this bubble, right?
Maybe.
And it just remains in that continued state of wreckitude.
Like that.
And he lights up this spot in the center, and you can see that this is some kind of fountain made out of gears. Clock. It's a clock fountain.
Cool.
And he points at the little bauble that is in the top of the this little sculpture, and he's like,
This place, it leads to a recreation of Mechanus.
Recreation?
Yes,
How so? Like, how recreated?
very.
Like, will we see Modrons in there?
Yes, Modrons.
Will we be able to interact with them? Because there was a statue of some king, and most people didn't really seem to acknowledge our presence.
In different baubles that I have out there, there's different levels of my ability to create them. This is one of my more
A later work, if you will?
yes, more sophisticated works. In fact, there's some divination magic was involved in creating it, and it is extremely accurate. Having never been to Mechanus myself, I can't verify it, but given the information I was able to glean from magic, it should be precise. I think it would give you some perspective on what you're actually up against.
Well, be sure to check that out then.
Well then, is there anything else we need to know? Because we should probably go get to saving the universe and stuff.
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, that crazy vampire lady that, she's totally
yes.
reconstituted. That would be the best way to deal with her if she ends up being a problem.
I can... Perhaps I should be able to take care of that.
From here?
I would, I can exit if I wish to.
It's slime out there, though.
Yes, but you got here, didn't you?
Well, using the apparatus.
Oh, that's your apparatus, isn't it? Yeah.
It's not the only one, also.
Oh, you have one in here?
No, not in here, but out there. It's complicated.
Okay.
Maybe he's got a slime suit. Do you really care? I don't. No offense. Some offense.
So offense.
Is that better? Am I doing it better?
None taken, sorry.
Is there an easy way for us to get back here? Should we need to?
Easy way. Not
A
without-
teleport.
Oh no, I'm afraid I haven't experimented with that type of technology in some time. It's a complicated thing to do.
Okay. Okay.
Plus, teleport outside of the Feywild is very complicated.
Did you know that you're in a book? Like, in a book.
What would you base sanity off of?
What did you roll?
Well, just as a clarification.
Oh, I see.
Like, where would you put that?
Guidance.
Wisdom?
Guidance. 1.4. Oh, okay. 1d4.
Yeah, wisdom probably.
Wisdom. Okay. So
Concerned guidance.
18.
Oh yeah, you're
Plus
fine.
his guidance.
Yeah, you're totally fine.
Thank you. Small eye twitch. Just.
I don't recall ever being in a book. I'm sure people have written books of me.
What about a magic book?
You go on this guy. I'm sure they roll
When you
books
read it, you
about
get
me.
pulled into the Feywild.
Oh, like
Is
a
that-
bauble.
Is that your doing?
No.
No.
Possibly it's my doing, though.
What?
The clone.
Oh, right. Oh,
Right.
right.
So,
It's getting so
so
complicated.
there's the bauble and the clock sculpture. Would there be any other particular baubles you think might be of interest to us? You know, the universe-saving travelers.
Ones that would provide us with weapons or armor or
Resources in general.
Information.
gold I can tithy to the church. The church doesn't come up with those wafers on its own.
You're supposed to do bake sales, Nivik.
Hold on, I'm gonna.
This is more effective.
And he'll
The
have
near
a
stealth
thought.
cookies.
The nearest-
Oh,
We've got to raise money for De Niro.
I would.
Oh no!
Wow, hurry up. They're shutting down.
Oh no!
Meanwhile, I was thinking about how
We
funny
offer
it
only
would
the
be
finest
to,
brain
to
food.
theme a campaign around being like a something scout.
Yeah.
Like everyone in the party is a scout. We're trying to earn our badges. There's the occasional like fundraiser. You know?
I came up with something like that too. It's Adventurer Academy.
Uh,
And the idea is you put your character through it. You can improve ability scores to do it.
oh, okay.
But like, there's a tuition fee. and you're going to be paying it back. If you don't have a lot of gold, you're going to be paying that back a really long time.
Right.
Oh my gosh, you've student debt into oh, that's horrible. Evil man.
Well, you can either pay it back in gold, or you can become an adventurer for the college.
Yeah.
It's all right.
that
You just
sounds-
give the
I
professor
totally
a
play that
fragment of your
campaign.
soul. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
And that's how you earn your pact badge.
Yeah, nothing I can think of that would be particularly useful to you. No,
A large diamond would be eventually very useful to me.
Is that map still up, Betty?
Yeah.
Didn't you say you found the detect magic scans, found something over in this building here?
Oh, that's where I've
Is this upside down?
assembled the Medusa.
Where are you? What now? The
You
Medusa?
know,
You've assembled her.
right. She was very dead.
Was that before or after everyone got turned to glass?
Before and after. There's been a few. There's been a few plunderers that have come through, and
So is she active?
yes, very.
So if we go in there, we'll have to fight a Medusa.
Yes, I would not do that.
Is that the only thing in there?
But you actually have done that. But you actually have done that.
What?
Didn't you disassemble her and then reassemble her?
Yes.
But he
She
wouldn't
was-
recommend it.
No, I don't suggest going in to face the Medusa. She is a deterrent in the same way that the Clockwork Kraken was.
But you're not having her here protecting you in your lab. You're having her there protecting what?
Well, it's hard to get to the lab through any other means.
What lab?
This lab.
We didn't go through her.
No, that you went through the. I assume you came in through the.
And he points out the garage.
We came in through the
glass
garage.
shop.
We took your apparatus into this room
Yes.
or this building, and then I don't quite remember how. Oh, we touched the bauble.
Yeah, we touched just the same way we've gone into any
Right.
of the little pocket dimensions.
That's the Kraken took care of the garage, and the Medusa deals with other things. Plus, she's very useful for other things. And it points over to a monitor. This large, rectangular, like black slab with an arm coming up off it, going up into the ceiling. And he's I can even use her as a remote defense for this area in the lab. I simply turn on this viewer, and we would all turn into glass,
Oh, please don't do that.
potentially.
That's extreme, but good to know. Good to know. Immediately, make sure that she's not looking at all at that glass piece, looking over this way.
Well, you don't need to be so concerned. I'm not going to put us into danger.
It's like, not while I'm in the room, he says.
So, after we take care of things here and we go to leave, I'm going to guess that the vampire's probably going to be waiting there. And she's kind of wanted us to destroy you. And, nah.
Right.
So we'll probably tell her that we totally did. And if she ends up, trying to find this place, don't be surprised.
Okay, that sounds excellent. That's good with me.
Besides, you'll probably have the surprise on her.
We totally did.
Oh, he's super dead.
Zorlin will abstain from speaking while you lie to anyone.
Or you can come with us and we can take care of her.
No, I must, especially now that I have more power here. I'm very happy to continue my work. I'll send something out after her.
Can you do that sooner rather than later so we can make sure that we're not concerned about her right
It will
away?
take time for preparations. I'll need to go
Oh, okay. That's fair.
at least 8 levels below here.
Where exactly are you? Like, what is...
Are we?
But this bauble, what is this representing? Or what is this,
It's my laboratory.
So you created the entire thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, if there's nothing else, how the heck do we get the heck out of here?
Oh, but the door.
Oh, we just walk out and we'll pop out?
Yes.
Cool.
Nice.
Well, where's the raft thing? You handed it to someone?
Mavic has it.
I took it.
Okay, sweet.
I gave my
Perfect.
part of my soul for it. So.
Well, that's fair.
And also, I was thinking I'm like the slowest one here. You know, if he's got jump.
Right.
So I can just like throw my card
No,
down.
he de-prepared it to...
Yeah, I could
Do
throw a
something
card
else.
down and catch up to you.
There was an intervention.
There's intervention.
You don't have to keep jumping, Darvin.
You don't have to hurt yourself like this.
But how will the space kangaroos be represented if I don't jump, guys?
Right. What are you guys doing?
Leaving.
All right.
Leaving.
Farewell.
You, take care, be safe, and... Yeah.
If you see my clone, tell him he's not the real one.
Will do.
Yeah,
How will we convince him otherwise? You don't have some sort of like
Proof. Yeah.
like tattoo that says
You guys,
original or
you
something?
guys have already gone over this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we did
Yeah.
do that.
You did.
tried.
Could we
Yeah.
ask him, well, how do you know you're not the clone? He's like, well, I don't.
Well, he totally does. He knows he's.
Yeah,
not
I
the
mean, he
clone.
knows, but
But
how
does
can you?
he-
I think we asked, how can you prove it? And he's like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't. I just know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it went down.
If you kill one of them, you'll find the synth device in this.
Yeah.
But it's a 50-50 now.
I kill them both that way. You take their stuff.
Kill the
Oh,
one
yeah.
part.
All right.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
You guys,
He's
there's a flash of light as you approach the door, and you are back inside the apparatus of Qualish.
Well, we want to check out the Modron sphere,
Yep.
right?
The, little gear fountain there.
All right. You continue to pilot the apparatus, making your way through the ooze.
The Crabaratus.
And you come over through. You were here. You're coming through this way.
You go through there, through the marketplace or around it.
Okay. Yeah. You pass the marketplace, past this fallen over tower, and you come up. There's a on the other side. There looks to be some sort of like a not a garden. What is it called? A park. Lots of little, like glass trees and things like that. And then here, there's this clockwork fountain with a clock on it, and all the gears are made of glass, and it just is slowly clicking away underneath the
Oh,
ooze.
so it's actually like functional and
Yeah.
moving,
Yeah, and inside,
despite all the ooze.
yeah, inside the top of the clock, there is a bubble.
On the way through, was there anything particularly interesting, by chance?
You could see the marketplace people set up in little poses, kind of looking for goods and things like that. There.
Was there anything inside the knocked over tower?
Roll a perception check for that whole trip.
That would have been a good question.
Yeah. All of us?
Sure.
Everybody roll perception checks. We need your power, audience.
No, don't do that. No talking to the audience.
I rolled in that 20, so
Oh, well.
it works.
That's good.
So-
I needed to talk to the audience more
I did
often.
not.
She saw the audience.
Where'd I put my...
We could have asked, is there a way to undo the Medusa's glass gaze?
Oh, there it is.
Guess that would have been.
That probably might have
Would
been a
have
good thing to
smart.
ask.
Oh, wow.
Although, if he's been siphoning all these people's glass intestines out to make glass tubing, and we unglass them, then they'll be missing something.
It's not great.
Okay.
So,
I rolled 23 total.
Yeah. You guys are very busy doing something.
They're reading the
Something
backs
else.
of the cereal boxes.
I'm just thinking about how cool it would have been to have killed that mind flare.
Yeah.
This one's got a toucan on it. This one has some weird orange bird.
I could have extracted its skull, maybe worn it as decoration.
So, you guys notice?
Nurse Tentacles is a beard.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It looks like there is back here in these alleyways. As you were kind of approaching around, you could see that there was a thief. It looked like a guy in like he's got a mask over his face, and he looks like he's sneaking out of the place. And out of his satchel, a bauble had fallen out and was just kind of hovering in the ooze next to his satchel.
Ooh.
And then in here, there's people at a, like, I guess it was a fruit or an apple cart of some sort of thing, and they were exchanging things, and there's a bauble in someone's hand.
I find it a little creepy that Kolesh has gone in here after all these people got turned to glass and decided to decorate. Because that's totally like what that is.
I was lonely and bored.
Why? What do you do in your free time?
Yeah, actually in the laboratory there's an element of like artistic expression in all of the work, for sure. Even in the apparatus, it seems, it didn't have to be a crab.
Right, that was an aesthetic decision on his part.
Yeah.
I'm interested in one the thief stole. Did a thief actually steal that, or is that been planted there by Qualish?
I imagine since Kolesh has been here for a long time, and some of these are clearly placed after all this happened, that it's not a thief. But we should check that one out just in case. Maybe there's more cool stuff in there.
Or the marketplace. Maybe we could buy something useful.
That's true too. Well,
But first, maybe we do the fountain to make sure that we get everything we need.
okay.
Let's go!
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah, you guys are at the fountain.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do the thing. Right?
Everyone ready? All right, let's do the thing.
All right, yeah, you snake out this arm up to the top of the fountain clock and click it into place around the bauble. There is a flash of light, and you are in a very strange place. As you kind of open your eyes, there is a black starry sky overhead. You are standing, it seems, on metal. There's different layerings of silver, brass, copper, and out before you, in the distance, you can see towers of gears. Just extending up, different gears spinning in different directions. Yeah, there's just like a huge, and everything's in motion. Everything's ever so slightly in motion as you're continuing to look at it. Like a tower is slowly kind of moving across the skyline, with little other gears and things coming off up the side, rotating, and up on top of those you can see various doorways going into the gears, entryways, walkways across the tops of them, and everything seems to be built out of these giant gears. And this goes on off into the distance. Everybody do a perception check for me. Perception check. Just want to see who sees what's going on first here.
11.
18.
14.
Okay. Zorlin, as you're kind of like, everybody's in wonder and you're looking around here. you notice. What do you got?
14.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry. Just
You
jumped the
notice off in the distance, you can see what at first looks like a statue of a giant man.
Okay.
Seated on some sort of throne, hands on the rests of the throne, kind of just slightly glancing up into the sky. A chin that is either a piece of a beard or a long thing coming down.
Pharaoh-esque, kind of?
Almost, yeah. And a big kind of helmet of some sort that comes down over the sides with two horns off the side.
Okay.
And at first that seems, first looks like it's a giant statue.
Right.
But then you start to see that it's breathing almost mechanically in and out. And it every once in a while it's kind of just slowly moving its head and looking around. And yeah.
Okay.
Is it a human with horns, or is it a tiefling or something?
It doesn't look human. It doesn't look tiefling. It doesn't look like any species that you're aware of. It's
also
it
mass.
is bipedal, and it is huge,
All right.
and it's off in the distance.
Sure. Oh, it looks like the big boss around here really is the big boss, huh?
What?
Oh, that big old statue. No, I don't think it's a statue at all.
Goodness.
How much of it do we see? Like
Yeah,
this
you
times
guys.
14?
Yeah, as you as he points it out to you, you turn around and look.
Oh, that!
I missed that against the giant everything else.
Also, up as you're looking around, you can see that there are larger gears kind of floating off, and other gears sideways, and towers coming off those sideways gears. And things are going in various different directions, and you can see that you're most likely on a large gear yourself right now.
Is it moving? Is it like
Yeah,
one of the
everything
barely
is-
moving ones? Or
Everything is moving at is fairly slow speeds. The smaller the gears are, usually the faster that they're spinning.
naturally?
This would be a bad place for those with motion sickness.
Good thing we've got our space legs.
Is there a clear line towards the guy?
No, there is not. It is a significant distance away. Yeah.
Oh, the runner! Oh no!
You're like, why do I give them these things?
What have I done?
Okay, this is gonna be cool. You see, throw down this package. Out pops. It starts to unfold, and before you is a old-looking but fairly fancy runner. It is kind of a teal color.
It clashes with me.
It looks like a 1959 Buick LeSabre.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Oh, does it now?
Buick LeSabre.
Yeah. So if you look that up, if you guys want to see what it actually looks like, it's 1959 Buick LeSabre.
The 1959 one in
Yeah.
particular.
You know what? That is specific enough that I'm totally going to look that up.
The convertible.
Convertible.
Yes.
Even
Ooh.
more specific.
It's got the big, long, like long seats. It's like two couches.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
1959.
Convertible. Oh, that is pretty dope.
That's one with a hard top. But
Oh,
But
nice.
you got a convertible. Yeah.
it's super long.
Here we go. I found it. I found
It's
it.
basically a boat.
You can live in the trunk.
It's pretty sweet.
Wait, is it Christine?
I dig it.
So-
I dig it.
Is that the Christine car?
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
think so. I
dang.
think Christine was a Cadillac.
Christine
This
might have been
is
a
like-
Cadillac. Oh,
So classic.
fancy.
Wait, what color? Teal, you said?
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It's a
Good
Oh,
shiny
you actually
teal,
found it in teal.
chrome. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
basically what
there
it looks
is.
like.
There she is with the hood up.
Oh, this is
I-
what it would
I
look
dig
like
that
if she was
so
painted
much.
like the Batmobile.
I was gonna say if this was 1990s Batmobile, I would have laughed.
Is it a
so
2-door or
hard.
4-door?
It doesn't have
Six door.
any doors that open.
Oh.
It doesn't have the doors. It does have the seats on the
Seats
inside.
like this?
Yeah, big long
That
flat.
kind of toy that you can see the seats inside of.
Yeah, big long seats.
So we
It's
gotta
a
like
couch.
Dukes of Hazzard it. We gotta jump in.
Oh,
It's just floating there.
Bench seats.
That toy cost $600. Hoy vey. Okay.
At that point, I don't think it's a toy anymore.
But you can't drive it. You could buy a car for that much. Used,
Yeah,
granted,
you
but
could. Okay.
anyhow. fancy space car.
So we unfold our space car.
We hop in.
It might get repoed for our spellstone bills. You know?
Where are you sitting inside?
I'm
of this?
driving.
Okay.
Oh, that's fair.
You can go ahead.
Is it just one big bench, or is it like front bench and back bench?
It's front bench and back bench.
I get in the back.
Okay.
Which of you is more roguelike?
Roguelike?
Yes. Be on the lookout for a pair of fuzzy dice for the rear view.
Do they have to be fuzzy?
Yes.
Noted.
Or a couple of triples.
All right, so you're in the back.
Yeah.
Nivik's driving.
Me, I guess I'll be in the back. Except for Crimey, he'd probably be disruptive in the front.
I'll take shotgun. If nobody else claims.
I assume
Can I sit in the middle in the front? In old cars, you could do that.
you can.
I'm gonna totally sit in the middle. I'm gonna squish. Like you have trouble shifting gears. Right in the middle.
Yeah. There's no gear shift. The side seat over the seat where the normal driver's seat is a helm. So you are sensing the vehicle and you can move it in that way. There's no steering wheel.
Oh.
You're just kind of like.
You like put your hand on the dashboard or something to?
No, there's actually a little hand rest on the side. And you just kind of go there and you kind of bump and.
See if I
head
have
sticking
this.
out the window.
No, reverse. Yeah, make a survival check.
Ooh. Survival.
Oh no.
This is how we crash our brand new foldable runner.
That would be an 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, you immediately are like scraping across the bottom of this gear. Sparks come up from the side and bound off and up into the sky.
I'm gonna roll to see if I'm scared or not.
Nivik, you ever drive one of these before?
No serious damage, but a little bit of paint come off the bottom.
It doesn't seem relevant, really.
I start casting mending on it. Just like,
Oh, there you
ooh.
Mending.
Yeah, just mending the paint back together.
I'm gonna give him a bardic inspiration. Just be like, you got this. You got this. It's fine.
I'm giving him the help action. He's like, so all you gotta do is
Yeah, all right. Some piloting
Walking him
tips.
through some.
Backseat driver. Or side
Well,
seat.
front seat driver.
All right.
Off to a great
it's kind of my thing. So
Couple of tips from a pro.
So as you're going forward, you looking over the sides, you can see that there are Modron walking around in various places, going about their tasks, whatever they are. You see monodrones like Gearbox, spheres with one eye, ones that look like squares, ones that look like triangles with a ton of different legs and arms coming off each side.
Cool.
There is some strange stuff. They all look like this leathery, leather and copper and like mechanical but alive. Yeah, walking around doing their thing.
Which ones are the highest up? It's like, because those things are function / ranks, sort of, right? And I remember being told about it.
we did ask
some point.
Gearbox how that whole thing worked.
Pyramids, I think. Were.
Is the pyramids higher?
I think so.
Of the common types, I would say.
So, but the vast majority that you're seeing down here are the monodrones,
Right.
the spherical ones. Then there's less of the what are called the duodrones, and they are pulling up links as we go. They're kind of like two little squares on top of each other with a little gear in between. Kind of like into two pieces.
Cute. Okay.
And then there are the tri-drones. And these are kind of an upside down triangle with a bunch of legs coming off of it.
Oh, they're upside down.
And three arms.
3 arms.
And they actually, as you look at them, they have an eyeball and a mouth on every side.
Oh! Not so cute.
Yeah, that one's not cute.
No.
Then there are there's a few that you see that are quadrones. These are just single cubes with wings and arms, and some of them are flying from space to space, going about their activities.
Ranking-wise, though.
Yeah, I'm going up the ranks.
Okay, just making sure. Just confirming.
Wait, what was that last one? What was the last one?
Quadrone.
Quadrone, yeah. And then the...
Wings.
Oh, because I'm pressing the wrong button. You do see at least one pentadrone. And it is kind of like this starfish with a bunch of legs. With eyes on each of the arms. It seems to be slow moving and lots of other not duodrones, quadrones reporting to it and then going off.
Okay.
It's at this point that you hear sirens coming from behind.
Well,
I suspect that will be for us.
Is it because you're a bad driver?
As you guys look around to the back, there are. I'm making this up as I go, so you can give me a second here. I wasn't expecting.
Did Mono spling back
you
and
were
going,
expecting us to get arrested in a fake.
License and registration, please.
I left my wallet in my other robes. I do have a clergy pass, though.
Step out of the runner, please.
I'll fall.
He's got a wand.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're all like heavily armed mercenaries, essentially.
Yeah, there are two duodrones on a bike-like thing. It's just a cube, a flat, long cube with two lights coming off the front, and they're flashing blue and red. They're kind of like riding on it. And
Blue and red, how pedestrian.
And they are
Universally understood cop colors.
coming up behind your runner.
They'll never take me alive. I mean,
What would you like to do?
Oh no,
How
it's
far
the
away?
fuzz, man.
How far away are they?
Actually, let me put this. Are you going to stop or keep going? And then we will proceed from there. What would you like to your first response? You have one action to take.
Chance to respond to the.
they obviously could help us. I'm going to stop for now.
All right.
The welcoming committee, I'm sure.
Okay, you stop the vehicle in midair, and these two pull up to either side.
I'm gonna wave at them.
Okay.
Friendly.
Yeah, one of them, he's like, he doesn't know what to do. He's like looking at you. They have kind of like what looks like funny little square helmets on top of their square heads.
Adorable.
Yeah, the one over to the driver's side. He's like, hey, license and registration for being in Modron space. Where are you guys from anyway? What? No, never mind. I need to see licenses. Licenses all around.
Papers, please.
Papers.
Is there a sort of ID that like the Alliance has?
No.
I was gonna say, do any of us have any form of identification?
Shadow casts minor illusion
And pulls out what?
and does kind of like just a really simple. It's gonna look like just like a metal sheet, and it's gonna have incomprehensible little squiggles all over it, and then
Okay.
a very official looking seal that looks like the helmet of that guy there, and some other things. And
Wow.
this is what we've got. Is this good?
First off, I'm gonna need a deception check.
I'm good at this. That is a 21.
Wow.
It's a really good metal sheet.
And really bad writing.
She got it from her doctor.
Dr. Science Bear.
Dr. Science Bear taught me well.
Oh god, this looks like Dr. Science Bear's binary. You can barely read it.
Yeah, pulling some stuff up. Hold on a second.
Excuse me for a moment.
Alright. Oh, man.
Oh, there he's there. Oh yeah, he can't win that actually. 22?
Can't win that.
21? 21? Yeah, he fails.
He can't win. He literally cannot not believe me. There's no point in trying.
However, he's gonna put out his hand.
To take it.
I'm like, no, don't smudge it. I like this is very prestigious. It's just a thing. Just everything's right here. She's gonna like defensively defend it with her hand, like swat it away.
Don't smudge it. As if somehow his hands could be greasy.
Right,
well,
exactly.
he's mechanical. There could be
There could be
mechanical
grease.
grease. Yeah.
Man,
I've never seen one like this before. Where did you get this?
the office.
You got this from the office?
Yeah.
Can we see his gears turning?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh god.
The other guy goes,
What's the problem?
he's like, come on over here. He pulls around and just comes over up next and leans up over and takes a look at this and he's like, they're looking at each other, they're looking at their papers and like, so what is this just your picture on this?
Were you trying to lie
No,
for all of us?
it's got like little spots for like all of our names and everything. It's like we're like for the group.
You see them kind of like they're kind of pausing, looking back and forth, and one of them pulls out a little pad, and it's just like sketching something down. He's like, "What are you writing? I don't know. Like, what do we do? I don't know."
Confused robots.
You guys wait here.
We're on very important business. What's the name of
We'll
the
see.
big guy?
One of them takes off.
You
and
do see.
heads down. Heads away.
What's the name of the Modron god?
Primus?
Primus. We need to speak with Primus about corrupted Modron. There's a disease.
Look,
We're worried.
I'm sorry. I have one thing I do. Well, two really. But right now, I'm just on patrol, stopping people that don't have licenses,
What's the other thing you do?
stopping people that don't have licenses, and patrolling. I don't know what that is. I've never seen one of those before. So I'm just gonna have to ask you to wait patiently. There's nothing that happens that isn't the will of Primus, so everything's got to be in order.
Well, if nothing happens that isn't the will of Primus and we're here, then that must be the will of Primus.
Yeah.
Unless it's not.
But everything's the will of Primus. You just said so.
Don't try to confuse me.
He's having trouble. You can see that he's having trouble. Like the gears.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything is
There's
not
a little
making
bit of
sense.
smoke.
They're
coming
only
up.
programmed for so much.
This has been his hardest day on the job that he's ever had before.
Ever. He has been a cop for hundreds of years.
Ever have one of those days where you just wish you were never assembled?
And then after a few moments, a little platform comes up, and it's got it's like a circular platform with railings all around the side. And in the center of it is one of the triangular. Wait, should we go to? No, yeah, it should be these guys first.
We're going up the ranks slowly. Oh no. Let the documency begin.
Well, don't give me any ideas about documenting.
It's already written here in my notes.
Damn.
Sorry about that.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, you see this. The what I didn't expect was you guys have a vehicle.
That you gave us.
Yeah, I know, but you weren't supposed to go here after there. That wasn't I didn't think of this at all. All right, so up comes this like floating platform. On it is a tri-drone. It's got 3 arms coming out and different spears that it from point to point puts them into a slot on the thing, presses components and takes it off, and it comes up and slides up next to you guys. It's talking to the duodrone that's there on the cycle. He says, "What seems to be the problem?" Well, these guys, they came in. They say they're off to talk to Primus, and they hold up this documentation. But I've never seen anything like it before. Let me have a look. And pulls the bike away. Comes in closer and leans over the edge and has a look at this.
I step aside. I'm still holding it, so it seems like it's appropriately,
We're up in the air.
But I'm prepared to swat any hands away. Yeah, so he's like.
If there's any attempts to touch it.
Yeah, if any attempt to touch it will be promptly swatted.
Oh yeah, he's reaching over to grab.
Oh! Please don't touch it. I have a thing.
I have to process
You'll
this.
smudge it. It can't be smudged.
Okay, you're gonna have to do another deception check.
May Demir be with you.
Thank you. Oh, I'll use yours. Oh, nice. Deception still? 20.
We're just
Real-
gonna keep going
real
up
dirty
the
20.
hierarchy of shapes until finally
We're just gonna lie to every shape we meet.
All the geometry's gonna get lied to tonight.
Finally, I'll have my revenge on math class.
Eat it, logic.
Well.
It's printed very clearly on here.
Yes,
it should be
We
fine.
could start a fight. These guys don't really exist. So.
I see.
I mean,
Well, and so who are you? Exactly. How did you get in here? How did you get to Mechanus?
You see, that is the question, isn't it?
That is the question I'm asking.
I am Nivek. I am a cleric of Demir. This is the crew of the Audacity.
Hi.
We came here to talk to Primus because out in, where was it?
Deep space.
Deep space, we came across a collection of Modrons who had been corrupted somehow by Illithids. We came seeking advice from Primus.
It's very important. I'm helping.
I do have papers. Oh. All right. I'm going to have to. We'll escort you.
Very acceptable. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Just
Thank you.
please give us a wide berth. He's a little new at this. Driving thing. This
so-
is a new
I'm traditionally the pilot, you see. He's learning.
personal growth and all.
That
all
seems out of order then. Why is the pilot not driving?
Well, I'm the pilot of the
We need
Audacity.
we need some redundancy. It's important to make sure if one thing fails, another one's there to take its place.
Yes. Okay. All right.
And they're like, oh, redundancy. Good,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, we like that.
Got to maintain efficiency.
The robots are like, oh, redundancy, efficiency. Yeah, I like that. Good.
All those buzzwords.
All right. So,
Good. Not shifting any paradigms. Love it.
the two cycles are now flying side by side, and the almost like saucer-shaped ship floats up in front, and the lights are going, and they're having a procession, and you are continuing on towards Primus.
Being escorted
I lean forward into the front seat just a little bit. Please fly better.
I did give you a bardic inspiration,
Don't
so
Don't
hopefully...
embarrass us in front of the
Firstly,
robots.
smooth. Secondly, here's what you're gonna do.
Breathe, relax.
Yeah, give me another survival
Phew,
check
shit.
with advantage and whatever inspiration you've got.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
4 and a 1. Roll bardic inspiration. Maybe you'll get an 8. 7. Not bad, actually.
11.
11.
Plus survival?
Yeah. Come on.
15.
Ooh.
15,
Hey, hopefully that's
You
not
managed
rear-ending.
to pull the 15
You're not
out
rear-ending
of
the
that.
cops.
I was gonna say, first we lie to the cops, and then we just rear-end them.
Yeah, you're doing just fine. You're just fine. They're going along. Everybody seems like everything's going according to plan.
I'm trying to keep my face completely stoic, but inside I'm like, oh crap. I thought this was supposed to be easy. Ricky can do it.
Ricky makes it look easy.
2 10s, 2 10s. Calm down. Ease up. Feel it.
And as you start to approach,
Open your eyes, bro.
Too relaxed.
as you guys start to approach, it looks like you're getting much closer. You're starting to get a good sense of the scale of what you're looking at. You think that if Primus were standing up, he would probably be like 100 meters tall, or around like 300 feet tall.
How many stories
Thank you for
is that?
translating it to American.
I looked this up earlier.
How many stories is that? Like, what kind of a
I do not know.
historically
You
tall?
can-
Is he
you'll
like
have to
Eiffel
ask.
Tower tall? Is he?
Feet
don't
to
know.
stories converter? Is that a
I think
thing?
it's like 20 foot a story, right? Isn't it? Something like that? 15 to 20?
Depends on the height.
Depends on
Depends on the height of the
This
ceiling.
depends on so much, which is why 100 meters is a great thing to say.
100 meters.
So you guys can
That
figure
Sounds
it out.
tall.
fancy.
100
And you can
meters.
just figure it out for yourselves.
Yeah,
is
it's
what you can
around,
do.
give or take, 100 meters tall. But you realize that you're not going straight to like Primus to talk to his face, but you're going to some substation.
We're not going to talk to his elbow or butt or something, are we?
You
I'm
seem to
definitely
be
not
heading
talking to his
down
butt.
towards some other gear tower that's nearby, and they're taking you in to this, and you start to get closer to dock. Still following them?
Looking around at you guys.
Maybe we talk on a big megaphone through here or something. He's pretty big. Probably don't want to upset him too much.
What if they have to relay a series of letters? I mean, look how big his mouth is. Do you think your ear holes can handle that?
That's an interesting point. I propose when we get there, we try to keep some people outside with the runner, and some of us go inside. That way, we can use our spell stones to keep in touch.
I could stay in the car. I don't know.
I think I'll give Ricky the driver's seat, and I'll go in if they ask us to go in. And somebody can go with me, like somebody.
I'll have to go in case they ask for papers again.
Yes,
All right. So
I do.
you pull up to the side of this.
In case shit goes sideways.
You pull up to the side of this tower. The two bike cops, the duodrones, get off. The pentadrone gets off, and it's like, right this way. So who's coming again? You, and you.
I'm going.
And then these
Also-
two are staying on the ship.
Also,
3 if you count.
side note: 100 meters is roughly double the height of the Tower of Pisa. Not that anyone's really seen the Tower of Pisa, probably.
I haven't,
but
so that's yeah.
I've seen it
So-
in cartoons.
So the Tower of Pisa is roughly 50 meters tall.
roughly, yes.
Okay.
Is my takeaway from that.
So the duodrone biker cops stay with the runner and you guys,
Okay.
and he takes you into the side of this gear. There's like one gear that you've kind of pulled up next to, and then there's another gear that has like openings.
I'm gonna open a channel on my spellstone to Ricky, so you can listen in.
Oh,
Just
casual.
like a constant on kind of a deal.
Good thought.
He takes you inside of this building. There are a couple monodrones and other duodrones going around. Some of them do have stacks of paperwork and they're taking them to places, and there's like all kinds of busy work, it looks like, happening all around you. But in the center of this gear is a kind of like a much larger sphere. It has kind of like almost like tentacles coming off of it in different places. It's got a bunch of different eye stalks coming off of it. It has a mouth in the front, and a couple different panels that are getting opened and closed by different monodrones. And this thing is it's got like 1 foot, you realize, coming down to the floor, and then it's just this giant sphere. It does seem to be segmented off. It's got like bands of segmentation around it. And the Tridrone says, "Wait here," and comes up and kind of just waits its turn, says something to this thing, and then comes back to you. Says, you may approach the Decaton.
The what?
Decaton.
What's that?
The Decaton.
Okay.
The 10-sided thing.
I guess we do.
All right.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, as you come up, it's state your purpose.
My purpose is to spread the will of Denier, but
Too broad.
oh. Specifically, we are here to talk to Primus about a matter of great urgency concerning Modrons and the fate of the known galaxy.
You may discuss this matter with me.
In deep space, we encountered Modrons who had been corrupted by illithids.
Impossible.
Yet, we have pictures.
I think, I was gonna say, like, pull the spellstone out, pictures, scrolling through,
Show it.
doing
all three of us,
close-ups.
different angles.
Yeah.
One attacked me.
They took pieces of our ship.
You can see all the gears start spinning up inside of this thing.
We need to speak with Primus.
There's a little tentacle whip over here, and the Tridrone comes back up. He says, "Bring them upstairs."
Why are we going upstairs? To
What's
talk to Primus?
upstairs?
You will see the Naughtaton. Naughtaton.
Bureaucracy. What is this?
We're going to experience the whole hierarchy.
I know, right?
Yeah, so they start leading you up kind of a spiral staircase that's going around the outside of this gear into whatever gear is up on the top.
I asked the guard, how many levels are there that we all have to go through?
I don't see why you'd have to go through any more than this, but also I expected you to not be... What do you want to know? How many levels of hierarchy is in Modron society?
Before we get to talk to Primus, or before we get the answers we need.
I don't see why you'd have to talk to Primus.
All right. I guess we'll see. I don't know.
All right. It takes you upstairs, and there is a bunch of different Modrons going in and out, dealing with things. There's a cylindrical creature in the center of this room.
I'm not going to keep saying the same spiel over and over again. So
Yeah.
It has a ring of 9 tentacles around its midriff.
Okay.
It's 2 tiny legs. And on each side of the upper part of its body, it has 2 eyes and mouths on opposite sides.
Sounds like a pretty dressed nightmare.
Yep. He again goes up. He waits. And then he goes away, and they bring you guys before it.
I say the same thing I did before.
Okay. Yeah.
Show them all the pictures again.
Actually, you should show my yours stuff because I got the line open.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so yeah.
Yeah, we're doing
Shadow and I are doing the picture showing.
It casts some sort of spell.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some sort of spell that is cast, particularly on Nivek. Yeah, do you want to stop it or resist this spell that's being cast on you?
No, I don't think I will.
Okay.
Ooh.
Perhaps you are mistaken.
I am not mistaken.
And he begins to cast another spell. There's the tentacles are flailing in a particular way. You can feel the energy of this spell being cast. And he says, "No, I have begun searching through all of the Modrons. There is no Modron that is in this state."
That is because this existence is false. This isn't a reality at all. This is the creation of a powerful wizard.
And it begins to process. It
You're just destroying its
It casts a
world
spell
right
on
now.
you again. Yes, you must be mistaken. And you can see this one's gears kind of winding up.
Can
And
we
it does-
just speak to Primus, please?
does more spell checks, and you see it just kind of like not reality. Why is
Primus can handle this.
going on? And you see all of the Modrons everywhere stop and turn around and look at you. They're just dropping their papers.
The day all the CPUs burnt out at once.
Y2K has finally come.
And actually, you hear from outside, and you guys in the car, you see Primus go and just lurch forward and grab his
Oh, the armrest?
the armrests and just go, "Oh." There's little creaks of light that start to crack everywhere.
You went too far, Nivek. Oh no. This is important. We need to know.
This isn't reality.
It is, however, your reality. You can continue to exist in it.
This isn't reality. You see all the tinier monodrones just kind of just thump and plop over.
But you have a function that needs to be completed.
The light in between all these cracks continues to grow. Everybody make Dex saving throws.
Yikes.
You done goofed. You done goofed.
Oh, that's no good.
Oh, no, that's not good either.
11.
23.
Yeah, I got a 12.
Oh, we're writing them down.
Yeah.
I mean,
I usually write down my checks and then
yeah, I just, it's what it's there for, right?
Yeah, if there's no combat, it makes sense. It's just when combat starts happening, it gets a little
Oh yeah,
confusing
once
sometimes.
combat starts, I just write down the initiative and
Yeah.
then I roll
Yeah.
my stuff.
Depends on how proud I am of the roll, really.
Yeah.
12's not doing it, though.
Shadow and Darvin, you take 5 force damage as
Damn.
reality around you starts to just pop and fragment off. The gear that you're in, the floor falls out from under. You guys have all, you have kind of like grabbed onto...
We like braced ourselves on what's left.
Onto what's left as this gear starts to kind of crumble apart and float away from each other. Like all the Modrons seem to have stopped functioning. Yeah, Primus is just cracking and breaking apart. All of the gears everywhere are just shattering.
Talk about mind blow.
Yeah.
So, should we leave?
Yeah, you're parked down there, and you begin to see the gears come apart. Yeah.
What floor? What floor? Is there like windows?
The one we're hanging from.
Yeah, it's broken apart, and you can see them flailing
doing
out
one
on
of
the
these?
inside. Yeah.
The one we're hanging from.
Do a survival piloting check, so you can have advantage with that. I believe you got advantage on piloting checks. Didn't we have that?
I think we gave me that thing. Oh, come on now. Yeah, that's an 11.
Yeah, you just barely. You're like dodging through stuff. It is like tight. There's definitely some paint being scraped off the side of this runner. You guys are putting it through its paces early on, and as they are sliding off the sides of this gear, they fall into the seats in the back.
Whew.
As you're going, as you're flying away, where do you want to go? Things are breaking more and more, and it's getting brighter and brighter. And this light is very similar to the light that is often the transfer point.
Should we get to Primus as fast as possible?
Yes.
To his face!
To his face.
Real quick, yeah.
All right, you come over to Primus. He is kind of like has reached up and has grabbed the side of his face, which is falling apart. There's a crack all the way through it, and he's trying to push it and pull it back together.
Perhaps I should not be the one who talks to him.
What the heck's the problem here?
He told him they weren't real.
But I'm gonna reach out and like touch him.
Okay.
Can I feel him?
Yeah.
But I can feel him. If he wasn't real, I wouldn't feel him.
In a large, loud, booming voice, you can hear Primus say, "This is not reality. This cannot be."
But it is.
Yeah, it like hurts your ears.
I told you.
I'm doing this.
What?
Small amounts of blood dripping out.
What?
I'll tell you later that I told you.
The brightness
You like
is
a tater.
increasing and increasing.
Shadow's gonna just kind of yell up to him and just be like, "This may not be reality, but in all right. this may not be reality, but in reality, you have Modron that are in trouble. They're corrupted and they're going to destroy the balance of the universe. Please help us. Any guidance."
Roll persuasion against a god.
Yeah, God persuasion. Oh, thanks.
Might as well have some guidance.
Not 20 plus 1 plus 6.
Plot
so
armor roll.
27.
It's too late. Blue screen of death. Plot armor roll.
Reality is broken. Press OK to continue.
7.
Control.
Dang.
Alt, delete.
This is that spot where you're like shutting your computer down and it's like, are you sure you want to quit while there's still this text document unsaved?
Yeah.
We're like, oh, wait.
He pulls a hand off, and you can see him kind of slightly sliding apart, and it's just all gears on the inside. And he puts a hand out and kind of puts it over the under the runner. Mm-hmm. And he looks upright at all of you, and he says, again, this loud, booming voice.
Right. Quieter.
If order is corrupted, perfect evil will exist.
Yes, and how do we fight that? How do we fix it?
Unknown.
Do you have a restart?
And everything's like really starting to crumble away now. Really start to crumble away, and you're overwhelmed by the enormity of this, and it's starting to get blinding light. But you are on the hand.
Can I try to take a piece of him?
No, there's no piece small enough that's
Okay.
breaking off that you can see. But what is that? What kind of check would that be? I want you to do a
All of us?
a history check, really quick,
Bam.
because you think that you're about to go back to the apparatus of
17.
12 again.
18.
20.
I grabbed
Non-natural.
yours. I'm
You
sorry.
did. 9.
Yeah, Nivik. As you're recognizing this,
Too lazy to write that one down.
the shift that's going to be going back, you know that what usually happens is that you end up back in the apparatus of Quillish, and you're suddenly looking down and seeing a whole
Get out of the car!
giant
Get
runner.
out of the car!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I
Level.
You're shrinking it.
I jumped.
And as you grab it, bam, you are back inside of the apparatus.
Oh yeah, that would have been bad. That would have been bad.
Good save.
Good
You guys
call.
would be dealing with swimming through some
Oh boy.
That would have
Bartholomew.
been
That
a
would've
lot of Bartholomew all
blood
over it.
Bartholomew, yeah.
I killed a god.
well that was exciting.
You're not real. Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
To be clear,
Me and Nietzsche.
the real problem is that they actually threw spells verified.
That
That this was not.
was actually
Yeah,
not
we
I
got
figured they
reality.
were doing like Zone of
Like-
Truth or whatever.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff
like-
going on.
Uh-huh.
But he accepted it. That means he can't lie.
You can't lie. That
Yeah.
means he was telling the truth. If that's true.
As you look out of the apparatus, you've noticed that this entire bauble has cracked,
Yeah.
and it looks like all the magic has gone out of it.
Oh, that makes me a little sad.
Oh.
Nivik, destroyer of imaginary worlds.
Let's take a short break.
I was going to say, let's not tell Qualish
Just like my
about
math
this.
teacher.
Let's not.
Or Clonelish.
Just like my math
We'll be back
teacher.
in just a little bit. We're gonna take a slight interval. Right.
This is trying to roll a d12.
What do? Back in
Are
the
you trying to
apparatus.
tell me that Fritz is a barbarian?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Prince Lieber.
Cats can rage
What?
freely.
Really? They definitely get multiple attacks.
So we wanted to check out maybe the marketplace and the weird thief bauble.
Is honesty not always the best policy, Moonshadow?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it depends on what the situation is, but when it comes between being honest and the universe, I think it's very important, especially when you're dealing with imaginary creatures.
I will consider this as a learning opportunity.
Oh, before when you couldn't hear me because his voice was so loud, I said I told you so. I just wanted to be honest about that.
So that question you asked before.
I see an example. Thank you.
Science at its finest.
I thought that would be well timed.
Okay.
What exactly happened in there?
They asked me if, they said they couldn't search for any of the Modrons that were corrupted, as I had suggested. I told them very honestly that, well, that's because this is not real. That they cast a spell on me to verify that I was telling the truth, and apparently that ruined their whole illusion of themselves.
Ugh. That would be kind of rough, mate.
Yes. I think I've learned that it's very important to help people keep their illusions of themselves in order to help them exist. I'm sure as an excellent druid, you've run into similar things.
Savagery.
Oh my gosh. What have we done?
Everything he says is just vicious mockery.
Cleric casts vicious mockery. Huh?
Oh, that's just my nature.
Vicious Mockery is now a cleric spell for you.
Anything killed by it just ceases to be.
Oh my gosh.
Are you sure you exist? Given an existential crisis.
So, what are we doing?
So did we find out anything at all other than what everything looks like?
No. Nothing.
Well, what was the last thing he said about pure evil?
If order is corrupted,
Perfect.
perfect evil will exist.
So that's about all we learned. That whatever we're up against is perfect in a Modron's perspective. Not quite sure what that means, though.
More like perfect evil is the antithesis of perfect order, maybe?
Never thought of it as like it's not good and evil, it's evil and tidy. That's why my mother always made me clean my room.
She was evil?
She didn't want me to be evil.
Oh. Perhaps it means since if you corrupt a Moseron, it will function and carry out evil perfectly. I mean, what better minion to have? In our studies in the temple, one of the things that we've seen as a weakness of evil in general is its own ability to corrupt itself, to eat itself, if you will. Evil is usually held together through fear and anger and hatred over something else, and violence and pain. These are usually the things that keep evil entities working together. A very strict hierarchy, a bully hierarchy, if you will. If, for instance, you had a series of automatons, or near automatons, like the Modrons, who would perform any task given to them because that is what they're supposed to do, you would not have that weakness in the evil.
Like if bees were evil.
Yeah, take an inspiration for that.
Yeah, that was awesome. Like, he gets an inspiration for that, but my illusory contract got nothing?
You guys are all pulling shenanigans there. I don't want to hear about it.
It's actually based on a lecture I do in sci-fi.
Oh, I love it. Oh, he cheated. Dang.
I cheat all of the time.
I mean,
The Sphinx was literally Google.
is being good cheating? Ask any elite gamer. They will tell you to get good.
That's true. But we'll also call hacks on them.
No, I love that concept.
No,
I think
that's awesome.
I think that fits right in.
Yeah,
with the
that was
story.
pretty on point.
It really
I had
was.
the intelligence to come up with it. In fact, Nivek's probably smarter than me.
Isn't that weird when you have to think about that? It's like, well, I mean, I couldn't do this. My character is much better than me at this, though. So
Let's see a D&D, like a revised D&D, so like intelligence and wisdom aren't really the scores. It's just like let's call it like your arcane or divine spellcasting ability.
Oh, you're
And
close.
just let your character be based off of your intelligence and your charisma. Anyway.
Right. What do?
That would be interesting. We broke that one. It's broken.
So there's no going back in there.
Can't get any new information there. Do we want to try that one that fell out of the thief's pocket?
How about the market one?
There's the market one as well. I don't 100% trust Qualesh, so I don't know that he would give us tips on necessarily finding the right places.
He didn't give us any tips. He wasn't very helpful at all.
He told us about this one, but this one didn't turn out to be very helpful, did it? But I'm not sure if that's because we broke it or not.
It's the DM thinks it was very helpful.
The DM thinks it was very helpful.
DM thinks it's very helpful. Okay.
It was not. I mean, it was. You were a wonderful DM.
We feel so helped.
And gone.
I give you -1 inspiration. You now roll with disadvantage.
Insight check 20. He's lying.
All right. Yeah.
What do?
What do?
Let's do the market one.
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
let's go shopping.
You
The market one, not the thief one. The thief
correct.
wasn't in the market, was he, or was he?
He's
the thief and the-
around
It was the
behind
thief
the
was off in the
alleyways.
So we'll do the market one.
The thief, the market, and the one we broke. I broke.
We broke.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you
General player
clamber over
shenanigans.
into the marketplace. And yeah, you're right in front of this, what looks like in a group of apples they've picked out and are buying. It's in somebody's hand. There's a little bubble to.
I'm picturing everything to be glass, but that may not necessarily be true. It's like the fruit.
Yeah, the fruit's
Everything's.
glass.
How can you turn fruit into glass with the Medusa?
Yeah, there's
Turn
been some.
everything. You don't even have to look at it, I guess.
There's some stuff that's been like petrified into glass. Is it vitrified?
Yeah.
Wow, I knew a word. Vitrified.
Neat.
And some stuff is like people have been vitrified, but there's some stuff that's been vitrified. The stalls and the market itself is not been.
Are they stone?
They are wood, and
Have not been digested by the slime.
that's right. Yeah, it's not like
Right?
it's like really old. Like there's definitely parts of it that have been vaporized by the slime over time, but it's like still kind of cobbled together.
What if you could? I wonder
I mean, if it was a really fast digesting slime, nothing would be left. We wouldn't be exploring anything.
Yeah, that's true.
what if Polish has thought of that?
Just throwing this out there. He had some sort of Medusa vision projection device or transmission. So, what if he can do it to more than his room at any given time, in any given place?
You mean he could cast it, the Medusa's gaze out into the market, for instance?
Like, what if he did this?
I'm pretty sure whether he did it explicitly or accidentally, or like intentionally, intentionally or accidentally, he's responsible for the Medusa. Almost 100%. He assembled her, whatever that means.
Yeah. So to be clear from what you guys have learned, when they got here, this place was already like most of the people were glassed. There was a Kenku cult that was worshiping the Medusa and getting other beings to get glassified by the Medusa.
Oh, okay.
The leader of that cult was the priestess that you found.
That was a vampire.
That was a vampire.
And
That was
also
powering
there
the
was a
mechano
witch
cracker.
somewhere.
So, like,
being a
there's a lot of not great stuff that's been happening in this area for a long while.
This moon's been having a rough go with things.
It's really doing great right now, like,
In comparison
in comparison.
to the time of peace.
Yeah, the ooze itself is not evil, and Qualish is not evil, technically.
He's just kind of an a-hole.
He's a questionable.
He's not malicious.
He values science above all else. It is an unfortunate characteristic that I am familiar with.
So,
You're in the marketplace. You're in front of the thing.
We're doing the thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the thing.
Yes, you're very, very good at touching the things.
I'm gonna try real hard not to be offended by that.
Oh, I see. No, I was being sincere that time.
All right. I'll accept that at face value.
All right, so you the tentacle goes up, clicks onto the bauble, flash of light, and you are in some sort of large city. But this seems to be a very primitive city. There are stone buildings, stone and wood stairways. You see nothing flying in the sky. You see people in your clothes all look out of place compared to the clothing that the people here have. They're wearing robes and there's nothing.
It's fine. He's fine.
Nothing looks machined. Everything looks hand sewn. There is, but it is a market. You can see some towers in the background, and there's some sort of market here with food.
Food?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Just some standard stuff. There's some fish. There's some fruits and vegetables. There's some bread. Things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You do notice that there seems to be kind of a shimmering field about just like a 30-meter radius around you. And that you see other people moving in and out of that field. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Are the people like a mix of species or?
They are primarily human.
Mm-hmm.
They are a few halflings. There's a few half elf, probably not even full elf.
Okay.
Very few.
Just wanted to know how badly we stand out.
You do. The only one that doesn't, and you do anyway, just because of the items that you're wearing. And you do see people starting to give you looks.
What a strange alien place.
Yeah. Real strange and wild.
Perhaps you should take the lead on this one, Mr. Buckman. These are your kind, it appears.
Yeah, there's some people on horses.
Okay.
They have the wheel?
Yeah.
Shadow's gonna take out her lute and just play a little toss a coin to your freak show. Oh, market of plenty. Oh, market of plenty.
I like that. Can I
Do a performance check.
Yay! All right. Oh, that was no good. I want to be lucky because I want this to work well. Oh, that's worse. Okay, great.
Yeah, since you're making this up on the
It's
spot,
still over a 10.
and it's just not catchy, and you are a bunch of weirdos. Nobody seems to. You see people kind of being like, as you're playing, you're kind of like, like you put down like a little hat or something like that.
We're rocking. I'm just playing it
Yeah,
to
nobody.
make
Everybody's
sense.
trying to get out of your way. Yeah.
That's fine.
Well, at least they cleared the street.
I thought it was excellent.
Thank you. It's not often that you say such nice things. Oh no!
It's taking a turn here.
Yeah, I know.
His greatest secret
This is
almost
interesting.
revealed.
No. It was,
Oh, no.
I was doing the other thing where I'm complimenting helping people maintain their illusions. That's my new thing.
It's character development.
Dark turn.
Oh dear.
Yeah. What do?
I guess we go down the street.
Okay, as you go down the street, you come up against the shimmering kind of barrier. It looks like some sort of force field or something.
Other people are freely going in and out of it.
Poke.
Yeah, you see as as you poke it, that white light of transfer kind of beams out around your finger.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Well, we
This is it then.
found
This,
the exit.
I'm going to get a snack first.
Indeed, I believe it's been some time since we were in that strange city. I could use a bite.
Yeah, we're here. I'm going to walk up to the nearest person and be like, hey, excuse me.
Hello.
Here's a bird. They're like, oh.
How's it going?
You're different. How can I help you?
I was just wondering if there was any good deals in the market.
I'm sure there probably are.
I mean, have you found any good ones? You know, new around here.
I guess, yeah, there's the bread is really good. It's expensive, but worth it.
Yeah?
What is the currency here?
I'll use, and he pulls out little gold coins, gold and silver coins, from his thing to show you. And there's different emblems and things on each of them, so.
Do
Can I
need
trade
the
you one of my
emblems?
gold coins for one of yours?
Oh, sure. Interesting, very interesting. Oh, I've seen something very similar to this.
Oh, where?
There's a little gnome that stops by every once in a while.
Is he here now?
No.
Qualish. He's got to get his food someplace.
Or Zook.
Or Zook?
Did he ever give his name?
I don't recall it, no.
Zook, Qualish.
Hmm.
Not ringing anything?
No, I'm sorry.
Just gnome.
Yes, but yeah, I've seen his coin here. It's different from anywhere else.
The images that are on the coins, do any of them look familiar
Yeah.
on any level? Like the ones that he showed?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Not at all.
I'm going to tuck that one away separately, so I'll check to see if I still have it after we get out.
Yeah, okay.
Can you tell me which land each coin is from?
No, I don't know the details. Sorry.
Maybe if we ask one of the gnomes about Zook or Qualish, one of them might know.
I don't think there were earlier on.
There are there any
It
gnomes?
was humans and half elves.
Oh, that's right. Elves, and half.
Who is in charge here? I need to tell them something. No.
Yeah, who's in charge of the market?
In charge of the market? Oh, these are all individual vendors.
Is there a mayor in town?
There's a king.
Oh.
Is he here at the market? Does he ever come to the market? Could you bring him to the market? We sort of can't leave the market.
I can't obtain an audience with the king. Are you trying to talk to the king? You can go up to the guard gate.
No, we
Yes,
can't.
sure. We totally can do that. Yeah.
Shadow wants to look around to see if there's anything like selling neat little trinkets or fun little like
Or magic.
Oh, yeah, goodies.
things, goodies. Yeah.
Okay.
Silly things.
While we're
I'm
going.
gonna help.
Ooh. Well, do your own look. You probably
Yeah.
got your own interesting things.
But it just
12.
Maybe there's a
Investigation?
seed bell vendor, you know?
Yeah,
That
investigation.
would be something that Stan would be looking
20.
for.
unnatural.
I have plenty of granola bells. I want shiny objects now.
I need to procure items to help me bring the light of the mirror into non-believers.
Ooh, I roll really good for
Weapons.
this. So I got a 23 for finding cool things.
Attracted one hand, weapon in the other. Believe.
Oh my gosh, what if the magic guy somehow ended up here? That magic store.
Oh gosh.
I do business all
Wally.
over.
Including interdimensional pockets.
He's like, their money spends.
Right,
I don't care who I sell to.
This isn't real.
Oh no.
There is a jewelry partnership
Ooh.
here. Yeah,
Okay.
it has lots of shiny stuff.
I like shiny stuff. Anything catch my eye in particular? Specific quality or history? Looking?
No, it's not very good quality.
Mm.
It is lots of it rough hewn. Looks like it's all handmade.
Primitive screwheads probably were born in a barn.
Anything that looks like it would fit Droop?
Army of Darkness.
Classic.
Like a particularly small necklace? Or sort of like one of those like air wrap sort of looking things?
You gonna buy Droop a charm bracelet?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little wooden charm bracelet. It's got like little just
Little
runes.
wooden beads that have been
Yeah.
hand carved kind of into
Yeah.
it. I don't have any kind of detect magic, so I don't know if anything's magical or cool or anything.
Yeah, it's 10 silver.
I'll buy 2. I'll take 2.
Okay, you got them.
They're slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
Good. That's how I like it.
Is who's actually looking for things?
You were too.
Yeah.
Well, everybody can. If you
Yeah,
want.
there are
Some of us had already declared looking.
some wooden
go first.
sculptures.
No weapons,
I
no
think he's going by
No.
roll.
armor.
It's like a 23.
No.
Wooden sculptures? I guess I'll take a look.
Yeah, there's like little animal figures.
Animal figures, you say?
Yep. Yeah, bears and
Decorate your room.
and frogs and these kinds of things. They're little tiny.
How well done are they?
Medium. They're okay. They're probably priced a little bit too high for what they are.
These are excellent.
Oh, thank you. I carved them myself.
You must have been at this many weeks.
Yeah, they take months to make.
Oh.
gosh.
Oh.
I do it in my spare time, you know.
He's also got food cart here.
I see. Well, goodbye. Oh wait, I'm gonna buy some food.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what I was waiting
Yeah.
for. People
Yeah.
actually searching. I'm just looking for like somebody selling sandwiches or kebabs or something.
Okay. Yeah, there's a kebab spot. Sure.
All right,
Yeah,
great.
they're like
Bob's kebabs.
Bob's kebabs.
they're like yeah, they're like a silver a kebab.
I gladly hand over two silvers so I can have a kebab in each hand.
Yeah, great.
I feel like we've done this before with kebabs.
When he got real drunk.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I
right.
tried, but I stayed stone cold sober.
Oh, right. When he drank just
brought
a
him
whole
back
lot. We
kebabs.
brought him back
He made
kebabs.
all of his saving
Yeah.
throws for him. Oh,
I didn't
Yeah, I'm
see
gonna
any
grab a
books,
couple.
did I?
no.
All right, I bought some kebabs.
I assume the stuff you described that's pretty much it from the knick-knacky things, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll get on that kebab action.
Go for it.
I'll get 2 as well. One for me and one for Brimey.
Awesome.
Aw, getting me a kebab.
Are you bringing Primey out?
Well, I need to kind of be like
So
poking his head
you
out.
got-
from,
you
like, the
buy
back.
two-
So you're
Shove
just eating one and then you just kind of.
No, like I reach over and like I mean people could probably see like a reptile
let's
head. Like
do a stealth roll for Primey.
okay.
Aw, yeah.
If he gets too excited and makes little noises or what?
Oh god, hang on a minute. Let me find.
Primey gets kidnapped
Primey
in a
stamps.
market bubble. We have to go rescue Primey from these.
The gang fights an
imaginary
entire
citizens.
marketplace to save Primey.
I mean, I don't think you guys would
another day for
understand
us, wouldn't it?
how many people
Well, it'd be
Darwin
fine.
would end up stabbing over Primey.
It's fine.
Oh,
As
no,
soon as he
we'd all
ran
be
beyond the
right
limit,
there
he'd
with
be back in the back
We
in the
love
apparatus.
There it is. There his stuff is. Okay. Where's the dice? Okay.
I would just cast Sonic Truth and tell everyone they don't exist.
Well,
Back on.
Primey
Never seen a Primey before?
rolled an 8.
Oh.
Really excited about these kebabs.
He feels there's no reason to be
The guy in the kebab cart,
sneaky.
he's got like a little grill and he's,
Kebabbing.
kebabbing and he's like, what? What is that? What? He's got some kind of monster! And he starts yelling, just like at the top of the line. And other people are starting to gather around and they're looking over and stuff like that. And like, what is it? What is it?
Play something.
Da-da-da-da! I start singing as loudly as I can and dancing around Darvin.
Do a performance check.
Wait, for Darvin? You were looking at Darvin when you said it.
For you.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, for your performance.
Ooh, not bad. That's a... that's a 22.
Okay, so people are starting to be distracted, but this guy's still yelling like, he's got some kind of monster.
I want to walk over and just put my hands over his mouth.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
let's
I mean,
here we
he
go.
needs to shut up, and he needs to do so
Let's
very
do
soon.
a strength contesting roll here.
Sure, this is a good idea because I'm obviously a strength-based character.
Wait, you can turn it to a dex throw with your
He's
martial
got
arts ability.
Martial arts
Great.
stuff.
Like that. This is a,
Okay. We can do dex for you.
I rolled real shit. Can I? Like even if that was a dex roll, it'd be
A
bad.
little on the oof side, you know.
That's a 12.
Oh yeah, you.
He's just a
grab him out.
villager.
I know.
But yeah.
But other people are
It
seeing
was
you
a 3 on the die
do
the
this.
first time.
They are. Most people are distracted, but there's a few people in the crowd that are like, "Hey, what's up with?"
Well, as soon as I see him go for that, I think I'm gonna like try and impose myself between people and kind of like spread out my wings and be like,
Move along, nothing to see here, you know.
just try and keep.
I know how to get rid of people. And now, reading from the Book of Denier.
Just tell them
yes,
to-
as
Organized religion.
make a performance check that's going to go against Shadows.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh,
No, okay. I thought it was a 1 for a second.
9.
It's a 7.
Yeah, the people are not interested, and they're also just not paying attention to you. They're listening to Shadows sing.
Those aren't the lyrics.
But at this point of people being annoyed by you, being blocked by Ricky's wings, and Shadow's wonderful song, that people are less focused on Darvin at this point.
Good. I'm gonna steal a kebab off the cart. Also, as I'm swinging it around, I'm playing the lute with it.
Yeah, please do a
it looked
sleight of hand
delicious.
check. Like,
Oh no, I'm
against-
not being it subtle at all. I'm just taking it off the cart and
I
dancing
think
with
steal
it.
was perhaps the wrong word.
Steal is the wrong
I'm
word.
utilizing
to
it.
take.
You're just taking
Yeah,
it.
I'm
Okay.
using it.
can I throw silver down?
Oh, definitely. You can.
We paid for it, okay?
You're saying that to him as you're like,
Yes, yes. As I'm holding his mouth, we paid for it.
Yeah, he's struggling, but you got him.
Okay.
No, what do we do?
So maybe, and hear me out on this one, we cheese it.
Well, I mean, I could tell them the truth.
No.
destroy this
We don't
place.
need to destroy another pocket universe.
Yes, but it would inconvenience Qualash, and I kind of like that idea.
Well.
my soul,
They're
I
just
take
regular
your fruit.
people. It might take forever to make them think about the logic of all of that. I don't think
These
they're gonna.
kebabs are good.
I don't think they're gonna self-destruct the way that all those robots did.
Oh, yes.
It was amazing. It was like a giant mechanical. What do you call those things? Quiches. You know when you open up the oven and you don't bake much, do you?
While they're debating about baking, Shadow's gonna, while she's like strumming and swirling around
Lot
and
of free
distracting
time in my
people, she's
temple.
just gonna be like, Darvin, get out of here, quick, kind of just like, get out, move somewhere else.
Hey. So yeah, I'll just start piecing towards the forest field. and just
Oh,
like,
okay. Yeah, you guys see Darvin disappear beyond the
Are you
shimmering
actually
field.
exiting it? Is that your plan?
Well, I mean, I'd be kind of waiting for you guys, I would imagine.
Oh, okay, you're just gonna hang out by the edge.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like
hopefully-
hiding, like,
He's just one step closer to the edge.
Ooh.
Okay, I made it.
All right,
Well done,
so
well
I
done.
just say to the guy,
Sorry to have alarmed you. We're just gonna go now. Don't yell.
and
Do a persuasion check.
this should be good.
Negative.
Yes, it is.
They
It's a
wanted
negative
to.
2.
-2.
I rolled a nat 1, making this a negative 1 on persuasion.
Which means he actually really wants to.
He might just scream.
Screams at the top of his lungs, and everybody else kind of stops and looks over at you guys. He's like, guards!
A dash.
Guards!
End scene.
Yeah, just full monk dashing. Just
And big flap and flat way.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
I'll take a really quick bow and then
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
okay.
You guys all make it to the edge, and you're
Just
out.
tell him none of this is happening.
Yeah, you guys are back in the apparatus of Qualish.
That could have gone better.
If we went back there in a year, they'd still remember us.
Do you think their memories are persistent?
That's what I'm wondering. I mean, like, the cereal is.
I mean,
Oh, I
we
took that
kind
gold
of
coin.
broke a universe. I'm
Yeah,
sure that.
so you got it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You got the coin from that world. Maybe we can learn something of this later.
You guys wanted to talk to the king, right?
No. Just,
I was
We
just,
were
really-
just checking out the market and getting some kebabs.
I was gonna say because we did meet a king in the one statue.
Oh, yeah.
So if
I
we
don't think
wanted
we
to,
needed him for anything.
I wonder.
Do you think the pocket universes are interrelated? They seem to be occurring at different times. That one was very primitive.
do the stalls look very different?
I wonder if they're related to the glass
Then-
people.
Yeah.
They do.
Perhaps they are fueled by the glassed people somehow. That would be Qualish's modus operandi.
We should try the thieves' bauble.
Really? Because it's not going so well for us the last two.
Well, we just need to read the situation a little bit better. We need to. This is good practice for us as a team, I think.
If we're gonna try the thieves' bauble, based on how things have been turning out lately, we should maybe leave our more valuable things here before entering it.
Yeah, I will remind you that most of these are set up to be deterrents to locating Qualish's lab and to take out people. Most of these.
Most of the baubles? They seem to be defensive.
Yeah, they're meant to make it difficult to get out of and things like that. Most of them. The market was different.
We just accidentally antagonized them an incredible amount.
All I
what
did
should
was-
have been a simple mission to get snacks.
Sorry.
I just fed
I mean, I just wanted to feed my Zeta dragon here.
Yeah, a bunch of weirdos, but the one human is the one that...
That upsets them all. It's pretty
Humans
cool.
are always trouble.
We know who the real weird one is here.
Not naming any names.
So,
In the back of my head, 6 years!
what do you want to do?
Do we have to go back up through any of the towers? Could we get this crab to go up?
Well, we kind of left our ether cycles up in the garage.
You also
Tower.
have a bauble in the garage.
It's a very important bauble.
Oh, that's true.
It's the bauble to rule them all.
Which bottle?
It's the bauble to the really cool place with all the foods and the little town.
Ah, yes.
I mean, it's a little weird with the whole hold out your hand and hunch walk thing, but it's not too bad.
I am curious. I think the wisest thing to do would be to return to the garage and get our cycles and leave. We know we have a destination now.
What about the Wizard's Tower?
Well, that's the destination. We got the information we need. I'm gonna pull up the thing that he gave us, that he drew. Right there.
The tower map.
It's a pop-up book now.
All right then.
Anybody need to rest? I think we haven't really.
We do need
Casted
to
anything,
rest.
I need a long rest.
Let's
actually.
bring the crab thing, whatever it's called, back into the garage and rest there before going up to see the vampire, in case things go south there, or close to it at least. Let's get.
Alrighty. Hey, actually, vampires.
Yup.
Do we need a wood stake?
I mean, we just got pointy sticks from kebabs. There's at least 4 right here.
Is it important that it's wood, or is it mostly important that you just stab them in the heart?
Gonna be any kind of stick? Does anybody have a climbing piton?
I mean,
Yeah. Couldn't you do that thing where you shove your hand in the chest and just rip out the heart?
Oh, I've always wanted to try that.
That would be really cool.
It would be really cool.
What if that worked? Make it easier to stab with a kebab.
Our problem solving is exemplary.
So I'm going to say you've gotten back into the garage. Are you closing the door?
Yep, closing the outside door, opening the end.
All the ooze goes and gets sucked out.
Hey, I wonder if we could tow this apparatus back to the Audacity with us using our ether cycles. It certainly would be useful.
Would our ropes be able to hold all that?
Are you expecting us to end up in a lot of slime-covered planets?
Water? I mean, for you.
Maybe not the ether cycles, but what about our,
Runner?
folding runner?
It's very heavy. You
What
get the
about
sense
those-
this is mostly metal and not light in any way, shape, or form.
Let's just leave it here. It seems like it's not worth the hassle.
Everybody's smart as an apparatus.
But if we were to bring the Audacity down closer...
It would be like trying to lift a bulldozer with a little personal helicopter.
The Audacity, that is? Or
The
just
Audacity probably could do it.
But connecting it up to the
But
Audacity
you're not going to have
would
a
be
spot to
challenge.
put it in the Audacity.
because it's rather big. Yeah.
Yeah, it's super big anyway.
No,
There'd be no
there's the-
place to.
Docking bay.
If you didn't put any of your bikes in there, it would actually scrape across the top. It's pretty huge.
Yeah, it's
Oh, all right.
big legs and stuff.
What if we just tied it to the back
And
until we got a trailer? You know what I mean?
What if
What if we
just accepted that the DM was calling bullshit on us?
Yes. That's right.
we could take the clamps
And then it was
have
meant to
grab
be a
a-
temporary usage.
First the direwolf, now the blob. We can't even have the Zoidborg now.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That was
Lovely.
phenomenal.
I'm sorry.
That's real good.
Swedenborg.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so you guys are long resting? down here?
Resistance is futile. Why not?
Yes. Long rest. Long rest indeed.
Well, who's? I'm down a couple of spells, but
I'm pretty fresh myself.
Oh, I'm actually all right. You threw some healing my way.
I have no bardic inspiration really. I'm out of luck. I've got
All out of luck. Fresh out.
5. I have a lot of spell slots left. We'd probably be all right if you just want to.
yeah, I think if we can try to make it back to the Audacity, even if we have to fight the
Yeah.
vampire, I think we could handle it.
I mean, yeah.
We took a short rest, so I've got full key points. So
All right, yeah. Let's go. Sure, short. Yeah.
First,
I want to search the garage though, for anything because we didn't really look around this place.
Yeah, you did quite a
A
bit.
little bit.
Yeah.
We searched it a bit.
we searched
Yeah,
around a little
there's
bit because I
tools.
was looking for tools because we had to take apart the whole mechano-kraken before we could even walk down the stairs.
Yeah, there's a bunch of tools here. There's a lot of scrap metal and things to, but there's also some magic stuff that you're just kind of like parts to magic, to artificing, that you won't be able to do anything with.
I'll totally pick up that bauble we snipped off and put that in the old backpack.
Okay, as you pick the bauble up.
Well, remember I didn't just do the bauble itself. I did like the whole thing it was attached to. So I'm picking it by the
You're
wire.
not touching it by the bauble.
It's pretty big, yeah.
All right. Oh, like
the bauble's like about this big around.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big is the wire thing that it's on?
Yeah, it's like a big chunk of stuff.
Yeah. I'm just gonna
I'm gonna help him with that because it's
over
scary.
my shoulder.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Yeah, you got it.
I am interested in something. You still have it over your shoulder?
Yeah.
I'm going to go over and touch the sphere.
As you touch the sphere, you feel the white light coming out of it, and you realize that you can just go in it if you'd like to.
What?
You can go and enter it at your will.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to enter it.
All right.
And then when I get in there, I'm going to run as fast as I can to where I know the exit is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And then I want to see how much time will elapse when I get back out.
Yeah, Navik is gone for a while.
Okay.
He's probably trying to see something. I don't know.
Is he just standing there? That's random.
Maybe he saw a library. Who knows? He's a big nerd. Don't tell him I said that.
I hope he doesn't break this
I'll
one.
tell him I said that.
Yeah.
In
Well,
about-
luckily there's nobody to talk to in that one.
The time that it would take to run from the park to Maple's Mug House,
Like 5 minutes.
Navik
Give or
returns.
take. I was just about to go in for you.
I wasn't worried about you. What'd you?
Running.
Oh, yeah.
No good.
Yeah.
How long was I gone?
I wasn't really counting, but
I mean, couple minutes.
Not too long.
So, in this sphere anyway.
I'd like pull out a water skin or something. You're killing me here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
In this sphere anyway, the time works about the same. So I ran right from where you appear to the exit.
Could we surprise the vampire by some of us hiding inside of the sphere and then hopping out of it?
Oh, that would be so funny.
how do we?
Was that not what you were already thinking?
I just wanted to know the time dilation of the one we had, if there was any.
I thought you were plotting.
But that's
How do we signal
interesting.
when to hop out though?
I mean, we just time it.
Mm-hmm.
Do our phones work through?
You
I
just
can't
come out
imagine
in
they would.
exactly 5 minutes, you know what I mean? And somebody times it, and they're just like, good eye.
touch.
I don't know why it doesn't just have me do it. I'm a
It
little.
does not work. You do not get any kind of connection outside of the bauble.
The number you were trying to dial is currently out of service, or
You don't get anything
No,
like that.
not
There's
at all.
absolutely,
Out of
That's not
existence.
yeah.
Or out of existence.
You are on
Yeah.
a different plane.
yeah.
I don't know why he decided to just pop in there. I mean, I probably fly a bit faster than he runs, but okay.
I come back with a Coke this time.
Just before you come back out, there is. Well, I'm sorry, that didn't roll to anything.
Why are you rolling on your keyboard like that?
I don't know. It's not supposed to be doing that. I am just constantly rolling it, and it's coming up sideways.
Roll
Also,
it on paper.
like-
This works every time, forever,
Except when it doesn't.
except just right now.
You also, where's your thing?
I put it over there because I didn't need it tonight.
Okay, that's fair.
It's like, I know you have one. We all have one.
You see the Kenku priestess poke her head down into the lower part of the garage and be like, I thought I heard someone down here. I'm trying to do the broken up voice.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Just kind of wave.
We're back.
Yeah.
How's it going?
It is, I suppose.
Anything wrong?
No.
Good.
Did you take care of Qualish?
We definitely took care of him.
For the record, he was super creepy when we met him.
You don't have to make a deception. You can.
That's essentially true. So
Very honest, yeah.
Would that offer any kind of advantage on it, though?
No, I'm not going to.
Okay.
No, I definitely.
In my mind, I wasn't being deceptive either because the choice of words was perfect. We took care of him. We gave him some soul.
It is
the
definitely
intent is deceptive.
The intent
Come
is
on.
deceptive.
Uh,
Yeah.
12.
There's a die.
There is.
Use it.
Ah, good.
Perfect. Yes.
You see her kind of.
Maniacal
Yes.
hands.
And you can return with a Coke.
And Funyuns.
Okay.
Little snack.
You see like a look of surprise from the
Bubbly.
priestess.
Funyun? Oh, wait, there's a lot of garlic on this.
I don't know.
So you are the kind of vampire that doesn't like garlic.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Banshee whale.
wiping.
Just personal preference. It
Yeah.
has nothing to do with
Nothing to do with the vampirism.
garlic.
She just doesn't like
Eat
garlic.
garlic and pickles. Pickled
Yeah.
garlic is the worst.
In the rules, there's nothing about garlic.
Okay, that's fair.
Just didn't like it. Nasty
That
stuff.
makes it funnier.
But very healthful.
If you're alive.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't know if any of that applies to you.
Done with the crab.
Maybe.
For now.
Good.
I mean,
See you around.
Yeah.
take care.
What are you gonna do?
Reclaim the Medusa.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Opening up the side of the back of the apparatus of wood.
So she's like walking past us to do that?
Yeah, she's getting into the apparatus.
Okay, just matter really quick. Are we murdering this guy?
I don't feel compelled to.
Qualish said he's got it, and we gave him the warning.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean,
But I mean,
he's probably
It's not like there's any innocent people around to get murdered unless, like, they go into the market. Those people aren't really real anyhow.
Little Creeper's probably looking at his monitor right now going,
Yeah. I feel like strangely unmotivated to fight a vampire. Something I never thought I'd say during a game of D&D.
It's not like all evil must
that's
die.
Strahd.
I mean, okay, so we don't necessarily know how powerful this vampire is, but like, are we willing to necessarily let Qualish die if that's what happens?
Yeah, as you guys are pondering this, she closes the door.
No, wait! Shadow's gonna bang on the door. I left my cereal in there. I gotta just quickly, like, just real quick, just my stuff. I left my stuff.
Really annoyed.
I'm gonna get my cereal boxes out. Buying you guys
I
some time.
assumed you guys had already gotten all your stuff.
Yeah,
out.
well, I didn't.
Okay.
Forgot mine.
You guys get all
It
of your
didn't
stuff
occur to
out.
me
Hey,
at
you
all.
should be more careful with your stuff.
I know.
And then I look around, I'm like, I didn't leave any coffee, did I?
All right. Closes the lid.
I mean,
Do we want a vampire and a scary brain monster to potentially collaborate together?
I mean,
That's the biggest issue I could see is her getting to Quillish's lab.
The apparatus starts up and she begins to turn
if
the
we
thing.
were gonna fight her, the time would have been before she
Guys,
got
the
into
goo
the
is
giant
coming.
mechanical crab.
The goo is coming.
Yeah. You can hear the place start to fill up with ooze.
So now
Yes,
I think we're just
let's
gonna have to
go.
let that one
Yeah,
go.
it's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. There's no way this could possibly bite us in the ass in the future. Let's just go.
Whatever, this whole moon's covered in ooze anyway.
Qualish said he had this.
That's right.
I mean, you saw the crazy monitor. You saw the weird glint in his eye when he said he could just turn people into glass.
Yeah, he's got a bit of Nivek soul. It's fine.
He's in control of the weird
Put her in
Medusa
that
bag.
big squid thing in the first place.
Exactly.
She's going right for the Medusa that he's got, so...
Yeah, this is true.
It's gonna sort itself out.
I would very much like to not be here when it sorts itself out.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
I admire that level of wisdom. Let's leave.
Let's get out to the
And that
little.
was sincere.
Yeah, to the little
Back to our ether cycle.
You guys,
something.
yeah,
cycle
climb up
thing.
back up to the roof. Kind of putting stuff in saddlebags for transport.
cereal for days.
I need a cup holder.
How's your fizzy beverage?
Getting less fizzy. There's this weird aftertaste.
Yeah, there are sodas and things like that in Everlight. So yeah,
Oh.
but this is weird.
carbonation.
This is weird, and you've never.
It's a flavor you've.
I was gonna say it's
unlike
probably a
any-
flavor that doesn't exist on Everlight.
Yeah.
It's made out of ingredients that don't even exist in the
Extremely
world.
sweet.
Yeah. It's ridiculously sweet, I'm sure.
Funyun?
Yeah. Crunchy.
Oh no, I'm good.
Do they make you have fun?
Sure, I'll try one.
Ooh,
All right,
they are crunchy.
you guys are making me hungry. Eating pretend food.
All right, that's the power of role play.
Yeah.
So
It's
crunchy.
like you're there. You guys head back up to the Audacity. And as you approach, you can see Droop excitedly kind of hopping up and down and waving at you guys.
Wave it, Drew.
He runs downstairs. You see him run down to the lower deck. As you guys come into the back, he pops into the room and he's just like, how'd it go? You made it.
How long have we been gone?
Oh, and he,
The same amount of time as.
I don't know, a little while. You guys were like down there
For like two days.
Yeah, and he's like,
A day and a half. We only had
like
like
we
one
did do
long
a long
rest.
rest.
One
about a
long
day.
rest, a couple of shorts.
yeah, he tells you the
Probably
time that you
Yeah,
were down there,
alright.
Yeah,
more
yeah.
or less.
All right, so no weird time hinky stuff really happened in any notable amount. Okay, cool.
Good to know.
Oh yeah, it's neat stuff. You got this big weird metal crab and walked around in the goo. It was really
Whose name
cool,
is
but
Blobtholomew?
Oh, okay. Wow. I want that. Wow, sounds like you guys had a lot of fun. Look at all this stuff you got
I got you some stuff too, Droop.
for me.
Yeah. Thank you for.
Oh, it's like all over his face.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I was waiting for it to be like, he eats the bag. No, just like the whole thing. He stuffs all of it
All
into
the
his mouth.
bag and
Bag and all.
Yeah.
Oh, it was clear to him that there was food in there.
Oh,
and he just
He just
took
took
out as much as he could and stuffed
with
it in
his
his
tiny
face.
little hands. He
Yeah.
probably got like 2 rings.
Yeah, you got two.
I'm gonna hand him the bracelet and say, here you go. This is payment and a gift in one. Thank you so much for being such an enthusiastic crew member.
His head with his ears pulled down. He's like,
It's a bracelet, but that's lovely.
But I mean,
that's
he
no,
is a
that's
tiny goblin.
it looks great on you.
I've never had anything like this. This thank you.
She's so cute. That's not his voice.
What's not his voice?
Doesn't he have a voice?
Yeah, he does, and I'm doing the best I can at the moment. I'm sorry.
Sad, I don't hear Droop's voice. You have to listen to an old episode so you can hear his voice and remember how
Is everything
cute he
okay here? Think we should double check with Murray.
Where's Murray?
Yeah, we should.
Murray, at any time.
Look, yeah, so let's go to the engine room.
He's getting the hang of this ship. He's doing good.
Yeah, so yeah, Murray's just like smoking her pipe. She's in her hammock in the engine room.
what's up, Murray?
Just nods at all of you. We're back.
Yep.
Something you might want to see.
Oh.
Bring down the bauble.
Pokes it with their pipe.
Now see, the way this thing works is if you touch the bubble up here, it teleports you to another place.
And it's filled with things like this. Cereal.
Pulls out cereal.
There's food in it.
And all kinds of stuff. We'll totally go in, give you the whole tour, because you gotta be careful, because there's a sign, right? And it changes. Sometimes you gotta go like this, then you gotta walk like this. It's weird stuff.
Yeah.
Very skeptical.
They have runners with wheels on them.
They don't,
It's a
look
very
like,
strange place.
they don't look like they fly or anything. But they
Yeah.
that
Like they only wanted to be on the ground with their runners. Who knows?
the glass door. If you walk in front of it, it slides open by itself.
Yeah, it's strange magic for sure. It's a little pocket dimension.
Yeah, and their naming conventions are absolutely bizarre. We found this place, right? We thought it was totally going to be a weapon depot.
Chopper was in the name.
Yeah.
It's food.
It's full of food.
We're lucky to get a kitchen knife out of there.
Very strange. Very strange.
Does Murray take a Funyun? She's gone.
That's not her. She's in the middle of smoking her pipe. She just doesn't know what that is.
So
Any progress?
we have a destination. Center of the galaxy, right?
No.
No.
You're
In
close
the
to
center
that.
of
It's back in Alliance space again, but it's like
Way on the other side.
like a remote part, not in orc space, not in limbo.
How-
We're gonna be warping for a while.
How out of the way would it be? Oh, look, there's
Oh.
space. Look,
Oh, right. This map.
You was here?
Uh-huh.
Oh, actually, you're over here somewhere now.
Okay.
right.
You gotta go here.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. It
Okay.
really is way over there.
So the blue bubble is Alliance space.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm pointing this other camera at the ceiling.
We're actually very close to B space.
Oh yeah. Cool.
And where did we see the Modron Borg?
Deep
You think you were
space.
out over here.
How can the edge of the galaxy be a little bubble?
Okay, it isn't, because I am marking off territories with the circles so that you can see where abouts things are.
Watch the video I posted.
Okay, all right.
So it's
Well, that's not that. It's not. It doesn't have the
not
crystal
like that?
spheres and stuff. No.
Oh, okay.
It's just. But yeah, it's got like.
Cool.
This is not a real bubble. This is a territory marker
Okay.
that is easy to draw on this little thing.
You got it. All right, sweet.
It's just like when you drive between state lines, you wouldn't actually, see like a line on the ground.
I wasn't assuming that there was a literal purple circle of orc space.
That'd be cool though.
space turned
Space.
blue. We're in Alliance territory.
Yeah.
Everything's blue here. We're
I mean, to be
back in
fair,
Alliance here.
in the face space, it did turn kind of green.
You think that's a pretty long trip?
Is Everlight in between? Like, would it be out of the way to stop at
It would
Everlight?
not be out of the way to stop at
Could
Everlight.
resupply an Everlight and then continue on.
You could make an appearance to keep up your career as a musician.
Yes, you can stop by your church and give them all your wonderful findings. And
Yeah. Fandelver is also on the way.
interesting.
And elf space.
If we stop by Fandelver, we might be able to talk to them, see if they got the forge up and running any better yet.
We could just call them.
Yeah, but we could just show up and be like,
Yep.
we got these weapons, and they don't do magic yet. Maybe fix?
The staffs, you mean? Which weapons?
Any weapons.
All of the non-magic
I don't have a
Oh.
plus. I don't have a +1 anything
Yeah,
yet.
yeah, I think we're getting into territory where we need those sorts of things.
Ricky motions towards everything he's using.
The little robot arms, right?
Robot arms.
all these weapons.
Efficient belt space. And there's robot arms.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds great.
Plus it'll be on the way. We'll hit there. Then we can hit Everlight. Be good to stop by the Lazy Hero again.
Let's do it.
You guys hop into your stations. Droop is excitedly bouncing around on the main deck. Are you man in the gun seat?
Yeah, I mean, that's been my spot in the past.
Right. Yeah, and you guys take off, heading for Fandelver. All right.
Yeah. I'll
Specifically, Wave Echo.
You're going specifically to Wave Echo Cave.
not the to the facility.
A facility. Sorry, it's called.
Yeah. Just trying to maintain the.
Let's cave into the facility. see how they are progressing with their reconstruction and reclaiming of the forge. Because Fandelver didn't really have a whole lot going on, other than
it was pretty bush leagues there.
There was the one official dude, but I think he was just kind of going there in passing.
Yeah. All of you remove a gold from your.
Yes.
Yes.
Whatever. We signed up for this.
My precious gold.
My phone.
Huh. My pockets feel slightly lighter.
899 to go.
During the
Did
journey,
we pay off a bunch of them?
during the journey, is there anything you'd like to do on the way to Wave Echo facility?
I would like to explore the Little Falls.
Okay.
Bobble Falls.
Oh,
Yeah.
Spend some time examining
Shadows.
the different buildings and seeing what's
Shadow's gonna get like a little, like carve a little like stamp, and like go through and like in the place like stamp things as hers, kind of like I want this. This is mine, and these are mine. This is mine. These cereals are mine. Don't touch these. Not to tons of stuff, but just like the cereal she liked the most. Those are hers.
All right. Let's do
Okay.
everybody who's going to be going into this to check on things. Do
Totally.
a
Do a tour
do
with
a
Murray and stuff.
perception check.
Ooh. Oh,
If you go,
nothing.
if you go in more than once,
Just went in once.
Yeah. I went-
I mean, how many times?
yeah, you're going to be studying it probably.
for.
I'm pretty sure I saw medical supplies in there.
Right.
Oh yeah, maybe I'd come in with you because then I could
There were other buildings.
Yeah.
sort of try to interpret what it says for stuff.
I'm going to leave the exploring to you. I think I would like to try and take some time with Droop to teach him, like, meditation, but also a little bit of kung fu to make it fun.
Okay.
Kung Fu meditation.
And I would totally invite Murray in.
Because I feel like I probably would have gotten, like, one meditation lesson in where I'm like, oh no, he's a goblin. We're going to have to do active stuff.
It's like teaching.
And then we'll meditate
superhero.
when he's tired.
Yeah, those are first you tire him out, then you meditation/nap.
Yeah. I'll meditate while he naps.
Yeah.
All right.
Do we also get a long rest in at least so I can heal up?
Oh yeah,
and
you
stuff?
guys definitely have had
Double
long
checking.
rests.
Thanks.
What are for people who've been in more than once? What are the perception checks like?
I mean, we've all been in
11.
before.
16.
I got a 5.
Okay. What do we got? Anywhere else?
I was leaving that to you for the exploring.
Darvin, were you coming in?
No,
at
I
all?
was. I was gonna say I'm probably just caring for Primey and just doing stuff around the ship.
All right.
I'd totally fly around and try and get as much like ground cover and be like,
Is the little
I didn't want to be
hardware
completely
shop
redundant with the little force.
populated with stuff?
Yeah, there's tools in there.
Murray would totally get a kick out of the plumber's hardware store kind of
Yeah,
place down
everything
there.
seems to be okay. Yeah, is it?
totally
If,
invite her in.
if you want to look for stuff, investigation checks, and tell me what you want to look for.
There'd be a
Maybe
couple
last-
things Nyvek would want to find. One would be like any kind of science or magic. The other one would be because he's interested right now in arming up weapons.
Yeah. Okay.
Investigation. That's not a very good investigation. 11.
11. Yeah, there's some you find a bunch of stuff that is interesting looking. It looks like some kind of machinery, but nothing you do seems to be able to make it do anything. It looks like useless junk.
Shadow wants to find things that will make her performances better. Like cool, flashy things and like sparkle glue to put on her baritone lute thing.
Okay.
And sparkle glue.
Right?
I mean, all right.
That is a 7.
Yeah. No luck.
No?
No luck finding anything that looks sparkly or flashy or that you can get
I
out
got
of
too
there.
distracted. Okay.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Ricky would be looking for, other than just like flying around and trying to scope everything out,
Get me tomorrow.
weapons and little knickknacks that you could just like put up on places to be like fun little trophies. 'Cause
Okay. Yeah. And what'd you roll?
17.
17. Yeah, you find some knickknacks. Yeah.
Especially anything battle related.
Yeah. Do you have something in mind in particular in Little Falls that you know of?
There's a trophy shop in town.
Oh my gosh, there's a trophy shop in town.
Yeah. There's a bunch of trophies.
shop,
Yeah. Would you like a trophy for some sort of like sport?
If there's anything that looks high contact, sport looking.
Yeah, there's some wrestling
gosh.
ones. Yeah. Yeah.
There's also totally gonna be ones with like people's wings on them and stuff.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's
would be.
really weird to you to see that though because they don't have beaks or anything. It's just a winged
people
person.
with wings.
But that's
Yeah.
like art.
It's like, oh,
Yeah,
they know what to appreciate.
yeah, you have some trophies. Okay.
And then I'm just gonna like put them in random places in my room.
Okay. Done.
Nice.
All right.
Gonna make a nest out of this room yet. That's been converted to a big swing.
Cute. I like it. That's fantastic.
There's like one of those boxing things in the corner, but right next to it, one of those hanging seed bells.
Nope. It's got to be this one.
Bird people are funny.
Yeah.
What are you looking up for so long?
Well, you guys want to go back to Fendelver, and that means I got to figure out.
You have to find all the Fendelver
What
stuff.
they've been doing all this time.
I mean, it's 9:30, so if you want to distract us with something else for a bit.
I would like you to go to Fendelver.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going
That's
to
the sound of someone who started finding his notes.
Wave Echo Facility. It's very difficult, of course, to get there. Most people can't, but you dock in, and there is there are other dwarven ships in dock here.
So activity has increased since.
Looks like they have things operating.
If the remaining Rockseeker brothers may have actually succeeded.
Yeah, there's a guy. There's a dwarf in the ship area, and he greets you as you guys pull in.
Who was the surviving Rockseeker brother? That.
Well, that's
That is some archaic
Yeah.
finding, really.
Yeah.
I think Gundren.
Gundren sounds right.
I believe Gundren
Yeah.
is around here.
So yeah, I'll kind of wave at the guy and
yeah,
be
that
like,
sounds right.
"Is Gundren here?"
Oh, he's not around right now. He's been in and out, setting things up and that kind of thing.
About that metal fella.
Warforged guy's name.
Yes. What is his name?
How about the Warforged?
Mormusk.
Mormusk.
Yes, the Warforged
Yes.
Mormusk.
Yeah, he's still
He's still here,
operating
so-
things here. Yes.
Thurden and Gundren.
Has there been progress? Oh, we're the crew from the Audacity.
I
in
mean,
case,
hard to not recognize you guys. So, I mean, like,
Oh,
I was told.
really? Very happy.
I mean,
You lied to me?
you guys are a bunch of weirdos.
Oh, yeah, we are.
It's just him, really. I mean,
Some of us more than others.
Just check that guy out.
Yeah.
Humans, am I right?
What brings you down this way? We didn't hear that you were coming in.
Well, we were in the area and we just popped in to see how things were coming along.
Ah,
How's the forge going?
it's great. Got a lot more up and running. Maybe some point here we'll get into production or something.
Is it able to hold a charge now?
No, that part's not working. No. But I think things are being revamped for ether cycles.
Interesting.
And production of parts.
How boring.
Like, we talking like faster pieces, more sleek design? What we talking?
All that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Producing parts for Davely Harrington. Davely?
Yeah.
Davely?
Davely Harrison.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lee Harrison. You missaid it properly.
No,
Whoops, I was right.
yeah. I was suddenly like, wait, did I do that? Okay. Yeah.
oh, well, maybe get the ether cycles an upgrade.
You got any parts that are production ready or
No, not yet.
prototype ready?
No, still lots of work to be done inside of the to get everything back to functionality. We've just been mostly repairing. Lots of people coming in.
Have you managed to explore more of the station that we weren't able to get to?
Yeah, it's all cleared out.
Oh, good. You think it'd be possible for us to talk to Mormusk real quick? We're on some important business. It doesn't really have much to do with this, but he might have some really useful information for us.
Yeah. I'm sure he'd be happy to see you.
Wonderful. We should show him the map.
I'll let him know you're coming in. He comes over to a panel and puts his hand up on it and presses a couple buttons. And he's waiting for you.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's noticed that I'm Moon Shadow, and if that means anything to him?
He knew you were a part of this thing.
Yeah, but
Already,
but Moon Shadow.
But she wants to know if she specifically is famous in this guy's eyes.
Yes. 7. No, I can't tell.
You can't tell. No, he doesn't seem to be very interested.
Yeah.
If he is, he's hiding it. They've replaced the entryway with some sort of mechanical elevator, and it looks like it spins on axis.
Ooh, like a gyroscopic kind of thing, so we're upright the whole time. Ooh,
So we don't have to worry about
fancy.
suddenly flopping over.
That's kind of convenient.
Well done.
He pulls a lever once you guys are inside, and you start
Thank
going
you.
down in. Did you bring Droop with you?
No, I didn't think to bring Droop. Did any of you?
I didn't think to bring Murray either. Dang, she might love this.
We should, let's say that we brought.
Can we
Both,
retcon
both
the
of them.
Droop and Murray?
Both. Yeah.
Murray would 100,000% be interested in
Yeah,
this
okay.
place.
All right. Yeah, you guys head down in, and you head over to where Zook's office is, where Mormusk usually is. And he's there, sitting behind a desk that's spits out. There's lots of crates and boxes, new things that have been brought in. You see a couple of the animated armors actually picking up boxes and things and moving them into places and opening them up. And yeah,
Cool.
so like the work is being done on the facility while you're here.
While we were going through the hallways, how did everything look? Like,
Everything's been cleaned up a little bit. It's been polished up. It looks like they are in the middle of. There was that spot that was really overgrown with some sort of fungus.
Oh yeah.
And they're still trying to clear that out. But yeah, you don't go down that way because
Who I would be.
yeah, it looks like something is being done in there to clear it out. Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't do this before, but I'm gonna grab a little bit of that fungus. Just see what's up.
Oh, get some
the-
samples.
The reason you didn't is because it was very dangerous.
It's extremely dangerous. It's very poisonous stuff.
Yeah, but it's fine.
I got an herbalist kit.
Okay. You're going to go into
I love
the
that you just walk in
fungus
there. There's people probably wearing like hazmat suits, and you're like, "Don't worry, I'm a druid."
Flamethrower Warforged
Druid,
just going.
Yeah, they're like flamethrowering the whole thing and it's doing like nothing, and you're just like, oh, I'll
Like,
just
gonna take a swab and.
highly invasive poisonous fungus? Yes, please.
Just druid things, you know.
Yeah.
Well, my hand didn't melt off. Is this past its prime?
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Ooh.
On my blades is the most deadly poison known to man. Shouldn't have done that.
Okay, yeah, you get some of it because you're not trying to cross this area. You're just kind of popping in real quick and getting some of the green. Which kind of you want the?
What?
There's green glowing funguses.
Ooh.
They've kind of got a
Glowing.
light source to them, and there's the little pods that release the gas. You do know that the majority of like the actual fungus is in mycelium and is seeped into the rocks. So you can have some of it, but like you're getting the fruit of the tree.
Yeah,
if
the
you will.
fruiting bodies and
Yeah.
stuff. You can find out quite a bit from that. So, how big are the pods?
Yeah, there's little puff balls that are like this big around.
Okay, so I'll grab like a jar for that thing.
Okay, do a
Sleight of hand.
sleight of hand check to get that in there.
What about a nature check?
Sleight of hand.
Damn it!
Sleight of hand.
I know all about this.
You know exactly how dangerous it is that you're trying to do this.
How'd you do?
Alright, guys. This is a very dangerous thing that you probably shouldn't. Oh, shit.
Did you roll one?
What'd you
I
got?
rolled a. Let's see, sleight of hand. 7.
A 7.
Not catastrophic, but definitely
Alright.
not good.
Please make.
Teach by showing.
You just snag the end of it and a poof gas goes out. Do a Constitution saving throw.
You had one
We're gonna be
job, Mr.
carrying him
Buckman.
out.
You had one job.
We do.
You want here? Have this. Have this. Have this.
No, this is hilarious. 12.
This is
12.
hilarious.
Well, you realize your mistake, and just in time, you're like screwing that jar back on to get that in there. You now have a jar of stuff,
Some released
and you are
spores.
not poisoned.
Yes. All right.
He went, whoop.
Yeah, yeah. It was like, oh,
Don't breathe.
screwed it on. Yeah, you held your breath.
Yes.
Got it in there.
Well, I mean, that was half of Steve Irwin's appeal. He kind of put himself in a little bit of a danger. The crocodile came over, and he was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a jar of slightly poisonous gas.
cool.
If you were to release that to somebody, they would make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw. If they were trying to breathe it in.
Just passed that?
Yeah, I'll let you know that. And they take, and I'll say this and then I'll write it down maybe later, but you should write it down. That's a 3d6 poison damage.
You technically have a poison grenade.
Yes.
Sweet.
Or you can research it.
I mean, you know.
And make more poison grenades!
Technically, you could probably like pollinate your whole room.
Yeah,
with
you
those
probably
spores.
could like
Wait.
grow some cultures or something.
Poisonous fungi. Druid. Ah, shit.
Wait, this is how Hawkins starts.
Yeah.
I feel like there ought to be some sort of disclaimer here. Not all Circle of Spores druids.
A Goliath comes out and just punches him right in the face.
I swear if
Wrong
I ever see you
character.
running around naked. If I ever see you running around naked,
That's where we draw the line.
Yeah.
that'll be the sign he's gone too far.
No. He was naked when he was just a regular weird NPC.
That's
He went
fair.
evil way after that.
True. That's true. All right.
Oh my gosh. Anyhow.
Mormisks, I guess now the double doors with ZZZ over them. You come by and you open them up, and Mormisk is there behind a desk and gets up to greet you. He's like, it's been so long. And I don't remember what his voice is either, but we're going to have to, I'm hoping you don't either.
That's
I
fine.
don't.
That's fine and fair.
You have like a default NPC voice, which is just
What brings you this
It's
way?
good.
Honestly, That's kind of how I remember him. So, yeah.
We were hoping that you'd have that forge up and ready to imbue magical items. But we also have a new map that we wanted to have you take a look at. Because...
It may actually have a lead to finding Zook.
But it's also incredibly, incredibly old from a pocket dimension.
By a very unstable person.
Yeah.
It seems you've been on quite a long journey.
Oh,
Face
yeah.
space.
It's been wacky.
So I'm going to bring out the
Did you-
map and...
Go to the place on the map that I...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
To Qualish.
Yep.
He wasn't quite there, but eventually, yes.
So, when we first got there, there was an interdimensional spaceship.
Interesting.
And it was run by this Bone Devil guy. Real bad news. Run the whole place into the ground.
Started a
while,
revolution. That was good.
I destroyed a god.
Oh, yeah. He told them he was fake. Couldn't handle it.
He was fake.
But he was still a god. Kind of.
Ever hear of Primus?
Yeah, you can't see. There's no emotion on his face, of course.
But the silence says it all.
But yeah, the way he's like looking from one to
Like doing one of these.
obviously
What?
done a lot. Can you summarize for me?
We found Qualish.
We
or at least one
attempt
version.
to.
of it. There's another one running around in the world someplace.
Polish has a clone.
I see.
It is
We
unclear
haven't met
which is the
Qualish
real.
or his clone.
Yeah.
No, Zook talked about
Yeah, Qualish.
prolonging
We think we-
life through cloning.
Could have been his clone.
You mean I gave part of my soul to a fake Qualish?
Possibly.
Oh, I didn't
But
consider
it's
that.
no different from a real Polish. There's just possibly two of them.
But,
When was the last time we did a doppelganger check?
That coffee of Bob's sure is delicious, huh?
Yeah, it's real
Yeah, it's
good.
the best coffee I've ever had.
Whose coffee?
Bob's coffee.
Bob's coffee.
And stabbing.
Kidding.
Like we all almost draw our weapon. No, we also you know everything. You're the DM. We tell you the things in a precise, concise yet mostly confusing way.
In a ridiculous, rambling, stupid manner.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that
Although perhaps not quite on the level of MLO.
or Ned.
Or Ned. Oh, man.
I do miss that.
Yeah, so
Ned relaying information.
you guys talk with him for a while, and Murray has a look around, and she's poking at things with her pipe and checking stuff out. And Mormisk takes her to the actual forge, and they're showing the work that they're doing and how they're attempting to assemble stuff. And they have a long talk about what's going on in here.
Tech stuff.
Most of us nod as if we sort of understand what they're saying.
I would interpret it for you, but you'd find it rather boring.
I appreciate that.
Can we
It'd probably
get
go over my head anyway.
We get a re-up on those magical incantations that we got last time?
Unfortunately, we've disassembled most of that end of things, and you can actually see that a lot of this has been like pulled apart and replaced. We're going back to some of the more original structures. Originally, I don't remember this very well, so I'm gonna have to try to. I can't remember what happened previously. Was his memory damaged? Did that what we had?
He was...
I think it was slightly damaged due to time,
Yeah.
but
Oh, yeah, he'd been, like, inactive for a really long
Very
time,
long.
hadn't he?
yeah, because he was like in multiple parts in the walls and stuff, and then he was.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know if his memory was damaged, but he just didn't know what was going on in the world.
He was very confused,
yeah.
that's for
He was
sure.
not aware that the war was over.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
He was just missing a large amount of time.
Right, but he... Did you guys ask him about Zook? I'm going to have to go back and watch this episode.
We talked about Zook in the room. We got Zook's cloak and stuff. I gave it to Murray, actually. She might even be wearing Zook's
Oh, she totally is. Yeah.
robe, or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that now. Oh, that was a while back.
It was.
So, originally, Zook set up this facility to produce parts for other things that he was working on.
large-scale manufacturing of various magical components.
The dwarf at the door said you were working on things for Aether cycles.
Yes, that's what we're converting it over to now. It's very similar to its original function.
Interesting.
Is there any chance we might be able to get some of those parts for upgrades once they're complete?
Possibly. Yes, I don't see why not. We could at the very least sell you some.
Great. It's always.
I'm sure Hufford wouldn't mind.
We'll be trendsetters, guys.
Yeah, should we check in with the boss man? It's been a while.
He'll let us know
Give him
if
an
he has
update.
He'll,
Yeah, we could give him an update.
he'll let us know when we need to give him more favors.
We have been in the Feywild and unreachable for quite a
Oh,
while.
check her
actually.
voicemail.
You should check.
I'd
check
like,
everything.
everything's on fire. We need help. Nope, never mind. We're okay. Next.
You have
False alarm.
57 unread messages.
Luckily, that's not a thing.
Yeah.
There's no right. Like,
Nope,
yeah, you
nope.
either connect or you don't.
Yep.
Actually, yeah. What's the date today?
And he tells you a date, and it seems like you've been the time that you've been traveling outside of space hasn't passed, but very little time has passed in the Feywild.
Okay.
And you have been traveling for quite a bit.
Yep.
But yeah.
But so instead of having been gone for like 3 months, you were gone for 2, kind of.
Physically, are we any different? Like, have we aged according to our time spent in the Feywild? Like,
To tell by a
That
month.
would be
I-
very
I-
difficult to tell.
well, I mean, he'd have a larger
Nature
beard,
check.
or no, he would just have more of a beard because he's. I mean,
Oh,
Oh, did we have to? Like, did you guys have to shave? I said we, but then I'm like, I'm
mean,
a
I
cat. I don't think I shave.
I don't have. Actually, I don't. Do I have hair? I don't think I have any hair.
yeah.
I mean, Zorlin totally does shave his head.
For
So.
nails or something.
Yeah, you guys think that the time that you spent was time that your bodies did stuff.
Operated
Yeah.
Okay.
just like normal. That makes
Yeah, see-
sense. Our metabolisms would have
So
slowed down.
if you had a twin or a clone, and one of them went in and one of them stayed out, the clone would be older.
by a month.
Okay.
But which one's the clone?
Oh no!
That's the real question we need to figure out.
Alright, well, let's show them the map.
Yep.
We've caught
Scroll
all the
that
stuff.
out on the table.
Yeah. So this is probably information that is thousands of years old.
Quellish said he was invited to join the Circle of Wizards.
And this was where he was to go.
Well, if anybody could still be doing stuff, or at least it's a lead on where Zook was. So I think it's definitely a worthy endeavor to travel out there.
Do you have any extra information on this kind of area of space or
No, I've
anything
lived
more
here
modern?
my whole life.
Zook built you, right?
Yes.
Got any messages for him? Shall we finally meet him?
If he's still alive somehow?
I miss you, Dad.
Oh, come home.
It's like, no, I assume I fulfilled his purposes. If he needed something of me, he knows where I am.
Beautiful.
Alrighty. Well, I got all the checkup that I really needed. Anybody else have anything they need to check out?
No, not really.
None of that was really helpful. It was interesting,
But at the same time, it totally makes sense that we would have stopped there and done all of that.
It does,
Even
yes.
if it didn't really, give us new clues or hints
no, totally.
or bike upgrades yet.
Planted seeds for upgrades later.
Yes, this is true.
I'm totally going to get the most ridiculous, when the handles,
ape
ape
hangers?
hangers. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
nice.
That'll have, I assume, no effect on the functionality of my Aether King. Because I figure the both of us being big lanky boys that we would want that. It's like, hey, check it out. Arms are super long.
This shows off our arms really good.
Flex a little.
See that? Working out.
It's covered in armor, but it's there too.
I promise.
All right, let's get to Everlight. Let's head towards Everlight. Also, I want to check in with all the people that I have phone numbers for. I don't need to RP it or anything. Just in case there is something important that has happened in the last 3 months, I would like to know, and I want to call my mom.
You have a mother. I mean, I would assume one would have a mother, but
Your
they would
mom.
disown you.
What? She's like shocked. Don't they disown me? That's where I lived. I lived with my family on Everlight.
Oh.
You lived with your biological family? Huh.
Yeah.
And they didn't throw you out? You weren't a huge disappointment to the family?
No.
Your decision to become a cleric didn't offend their... Oh, perhaps I'm saying too much.
You weren't raised by complete strangers in some kind of weird martial arts temple?
Pats your back, just like shakes her head, just a little like, oh, you poor
Poor
souls.
folk.
Wait, did you live with your parents too?
Right up until I left.
What about you? Were you raised by your biological family? Is that something you all do?
Yeah.
I was raised, but they did throw me out eventually. That was a huge disappointment.
I just never knew mine.
I wasn't thrown out. I just kind of decided to adventure.
Well,
If
you
anything,
know,
they didn't want me to go.
I did kind of sig you from going on official druid business to just go adventuring with you guys after grabbing the pseudo dragon egg and never checking back in.
You've gone rogue. I didn't realize.
Yeah. Complicated. Never thought about that.
I mean, did you leave like a wife and kids or brothers, sisters?
Oh
I don't
my
know.
gosh, are we gonna have to go back to Space Australia for divorce proceedings?
To prove you're still alive?
Well, technically, I mean, real Steve Irwin did leave behind, like, family when he was taken out by the Ray Illuminati. But I don't know how we want to retcon this.
That's. I feel like that's something
Steve
where you can
Irwin.
decide. Yeah.
I would
Your
like a
backstory is
decision.
your backstory.
I need more information about your backstory. I don't need a long written thing or anything. I would just be like, he's got this, he's got that. His parents were here. This is where he lived on Space Australia. A little bit, just one line, little things. Let me know. Okay.
So none of the rest of you had a sibling who is far superior to you in the family business that you feel greatly inferior to.
Well, I mean, like some of my siblings are better at dealing with the shop than I am, but I mean, I'm also one of the older ones, so.
I mean,
You know,
I don't
more
either. I
responsibility.
just,
My sister was
Curious.
pretty good at the shop. My brother went on to be a guard, but I was by far the best hunter of the family. Second to maybe my father, but
Your father's not a sibling, though, right?
no.
I don't even know if I have siblings. Called everyone in the temple brother and sister. Many of them were better than me. That's just statistics. It was a big temple.
Mental note. Noivik and Zorlin may need therapy.
yeah. Get ship therapist.
So you call your mom,
Oh yeah.
and she's just like, "Hi, honey. Where have you been?"
Oh, sorry, Mom. Why are we? Oh, I guess we're RPing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, this whole musician thing's been working out real great for me. But you know how I met those guys and we got that ship.
No.
No, I talked to you before I left. I got given a ship by one of my fans, and I was helping them out with some stuff. And now it turns out that there might be some bad creatures that might end up kind of destroying the universe. I'm trying my best to help.
Oh, that's nice.
Thanks, Mom. I knew you'd be supportive. You're so good.
Are you winning?
Well, we were just out in space, and I just got back, which is why you couldn't get to me before if you tried to call. Sorry, I didn't let you know.
Oh, that's quite all right. And what's one of your sister's names?
You didn't ask me to make sibling names.
Oh, okay. She calls you by your sister's name.
Oh,
And then, yeah.
It's Ma, it's Moon.
Oh,
It's his shadow.
I'm sorry. I always get
Mooney.
you two confused. Your father's been out longer than usual. But I hope he'll be back soon.
Oh, good. Yeah. He always comes back. Is everything okay?
Besides your father being gone for so long, yes, everything's good.
Okay.
Shop's going well.
I'll stop by and see you when I get to Everlight.
Okay.
I should be heading there next.
All right.
Is Shadow's
This
dad
is
some kind
Moon-
of wandering tomcat?
This is Moon Shadow.
Yes. Oh, I know. That's wonderful, honey. I can't wait to see you.
Okay.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right. Here we go.
Make sure to
Did it.
clean behind your ears, Moonshadow. You know how always those fleas get there. Mom, you're not supposed to say that.
Mom, you're my friends, Mom.
These things only have speaker settings.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. I should call Queek. Yeah,
You ever call? Oh, your parents don't have phones, do they?
of course not.
Yeah,
Okay.
they don't go to Everlight.
Horizonus. Yeah,
Oh yeah, they're just
technology
chilling out in
is
beast
not,
space, huh?
not caught up
Yeah, you wanna-
out there.
You want to call?
Quick call Queek.
Okay. Hey, Ricky, what's up?
Hey, how's the flying going?
I'm doing great.
Out on,
Everything's pretty good.
out on any missions?
Oh, we got lots of stuff going on.
You near Everlight?
You can try to meet up at the bar.
Yeah, we're around Everlight. Where are you at? I haven't heard from you in months.
Well, we've been out in face space, and the months that you missed were a few more months for me. Let me tell you, it's weird out there.
Thank you.
Time flows different. It's weird. But
Subtle flex. I went to weird space.
That is a pretty subtle flex, yeah.
Ricky's the explorer. Come on.
Oh, that sounds very, very interesting. Yeah. So like, where around exactly are you right now?
So you know Fandelver?
Oh yeah, we
Over
were down
by-
here together before. You're at Fandalver right now.
Oh yeah, we're about to be heading towards Everlight though.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Why?
Yeah. Oh,
How's the mercenary work going?
we've had lots of jobs. Lots of jobs. Making money, doing really good.
Raking it in?
Yeah.
All right. Well, just seeing how you were doing, bud.
See you around.
Yep. Later.
What is happening to Darwin over here?
I gotta go. Our druid's deflating.
Did you open up the spore jar? What is happening right now?
No, just sorry, a meta panic going on.
Yeah, no, he did
was
seem
a
really
little
curious, yeah.
Where are you exactly right now? Yeah.
see you around was a
Yeah.
little bit,
Yeah, right?
a little bit.
Ominous.
Of course he's gonna see me around. We always go to the Lazy Hero.
A ship falls out of warp.
Hey, quick!
Where are you exactly? Oh, hey, buddy.
So you guys are. I'm assuming a lot of this has happened while you're on the way back to Everlight.
Yeah, we are heading
Or
back to
you're heading back?
Everlight.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
heading
Yep.
back to Everlight, I'd say.
Okay. You are. Yeah, you're in warp. You're on your way back through. Things are going pretty well. And. Suddenly, while you are in warp, you get proximity warning for another ship coming in. And pulling up in behind you, also in warp, is another ship approaching.
Do we recognize it?
Let's do everybody that would be checking on it. Do some perception checks.
All right, chat. Roll d20s for us.
Help us, chat.
All right.
You're our only hope.
All right, chat, roll high.
Far too busy flying. I rolled a net one
Oh no.
for a total of
That's-
5.
Yeah.
Perception,
I don't know where
right?
my card went. What did I do with that thing?
Perception.
Well,
I
that's
rolled it
missing
this
for the
many.
moment.
18.
Eh?
Oh no, not 18. 17.
So basically, I'm like getting the signals, and I'm like, oh, come on, there's like a lot of space, guy. Not to be all up in my zone.
Darvin, Nivik, and Shadow. You recognize this ship that's coming in.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Thrall 1.
What?
Whose ship is the Thrall one?
The Thrall 1.
Oh no!
The Queeky.
The bounty hunter ship.
And that's where we'll end tonight.
What have you done?
What? We have the bounty hunter,
We do.
don't we?
Of what?
Do we still have the bounty hunter on the?
I mean, we turned his ass to stone.
Queek wasn't on the thrall.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I got confused. So this is not
Queek
your
is
fault.
with mercenaries, but
Yeah.
Well, these mercenaries could be.
But I
On
mean,
the
did
thrall.
you
The
roll
thrall-
insight on his...
the
We're
thrall
wrapping
one
up?
was
Yes,
the
that was the end.
Knolls.
Yeah, it was. What's his face?
thank
Bone Dust.
I do have the
Something.
name of the ship, the Thunderbolt. Is Ricky.
Is Queek's.
Quick's ship. Well, Quick's
What was that?
piloting that
Yeah,
ship.
Dustclaw. The guy we turned
Dustfall
to.
is the guy you have
The
on
knoll we
board.
turned into a statue.
Uh-huh. Yep.
All right.
All right, that's it for tonight.
Fun times.
Thank you, ladies and
We'll fight
gentlemen.
something
kids.
next week.
Next time, it sounds like ship battle. Fighting in space.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Oh, D&D and movie day for spork people.